ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Check it out, Orlando. This is easy. Do you want the most money for your used car? Of course you do. Do you want a hassle-free process? Sure. Do you want to work with America's best car buyer? Absolutely. That's GimmeTheVin.com. Now is the time to sell your used car. GimmeTheVin.com will beat your written CarMax offer or write you a check for $100. That simple. At GimmeTheVin.com, they want to buy your vehicles right now. Go to GimmeTheVin.com.
Sell us your car. GimmeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
On the app or in-store, Orlando runs on Duncan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because you deserve better. Contact them at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. The News Junkie is on. The three best friends you...
From the first name that will get you banned on Uber to the thing doctors are begging you to stop bringing to the hospital, and who knew Dave Portnoy was such a huge Swiftie?
Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and so much more. Good day to you, C-Lane.
Good day to you, Sabrina.
And good day to Josh, who will soon be on the stream. I'm Sabrina, and of course, you can join the show by sending a dispatch. You go to thenewsjunkie.com and record your first dispatch today. You can, of course, also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your messages rolling in right into the studio in real time. And we obviously have an update. Shawn is not here today.
Nope.
So we're going to take over the show. We found out, I believe, 1 hour before the show started, and Jack was like, you got to do it. So here we are doing it.
I would have picked today to be like...
Yeah, I totally agree. But you know what? We have a show to put on, and that's why we are all here. So for the sake of tradition, let's put our ears to the ground and fingers on the pulse, and C-Lane, to take it away, please.
That's right. I mentioned it in the intro that did not know what a big Swiftie Dave Portnoy is, but now that the release of the new album is here,
with Tay-Tay,
have you heard some of the rants that he's gone on with about the Thank You Amy song or whatever?
Okay, so that's the one that's supposed to be with Kim Kardashian or something.
Yeah,
right?
it's got her name capitalized. We'll let him say it.
My DMs, everything. Dave, you got to listen to the secret album, Thank You Amy from Taylor Swift. She capitalizes in the title, K-I-M, Kim fucking Kardashian, that rat, that snake. I've been at the forefront of this for years, saying the Swifties, we do not forgive, we do not forget. She writes a song, Taylor, Thank You Amy, K-I-M,
so
capitalized. That lyric, I can't wait to see your little kid singing this song, only knowing about me and you, Kim. I'm not gonna...
This goes on for a long, long time.
Good God. I mean, but it's also in one breath. You can hear it.
The man doesn't breathe.
Lizard.
I had a question about this because I watched this. My wife watched it in the car when we were over the weekend. Kind of, like we were going to the pool. We're getting all kinds of stuff going, and she's flipping through her Instagram, and we see this Portnoy rant, and he's saying all this stuff about Kim Kardashian, calling her a rat, calling her this, calling her an effing rat. He uses the F word a lot. That's why he couldn't play much of it. And then he wouldn't call her a bitch. Like he got to the part where he was going to say bitch, and he's like that big booty woman, and I was like,
integrity.
I was like, after all that, is bitch the one that we're gonna go? You know what? That's too far.
I mean, I feel like Snake is a little bit worse than bitch at this point, but I have yet to listen to a lick of this new Taylor album.
What?
But my God, have I been inundated? Every social media, every headline, everything on local news has been about Taylor Swift's new album, and then there have been like some clips that have popped up. Like, I guess that one thing about she wants to live in 1830, but without the racists. And everyone's like, well, how about all of the diseases that killed off 3% of the population?
No.
So, I mean, this might be the greatest album of our time, my friends.
I don't know. There's some people who are kind of rating it not so good, but they won't put their names on the review because they've done it in the past and gotten threats of violence.
Byline?
Yes, there's no byline. There's Paste Magazine has an editor's note saying there's no byline on this review due to how in 2019 when Paste reviewed Lover, the writer was sent threats of violence from readers who disagreed with the work. We care about the safety of our staff more than a name attached to an article.
Getting doxxed by Swifties now, huh?
Yeah, you did it. Josh, welcome.
Thank you.
As far as the video goes, if you're watching on YouTube and twitch.tv, this is going to be a fun show for us because what we like to do is grab 3 people and throw them into a blender and see the magic that happens. I believe it'll be a chocolate shake, perhaps
Lord
a little
willing.
bit of banana.
And the creek don't rise.
But most importantly, we need you all to get involved. So if you are watching live, be sure to be involved in the chat. But if you want to send a dispatch, your very first dispatch, we won't knock you down as much as Shawn would in the past.
No. Because we have to lean on you.
Like fully
You're safe to
warm welcome, like even hot welcome if we're going to go that crazy. So go to thenewsjunkie.com, create a profile, send a dispatch so we can play it when we come back. Right off the top here, I just want to let you know that people do not like loud cars unless you're a psychopath.
What makes you a psychopath for needing a loud car?
No, loving it. So I personally, and I do believe it's because I have some hearing issues, but the new study, a new study is saying that loud cars means that you're a psychopath. So somewhere in the neighborhood you live in, there's one person that has like the...
Oh, yeah, the 03 Civic.
So loud engines or loud speakers?
Loud, it just says loud cars.
Because there's the person who's like the gearhead who likes the car to rev. That's what a lot of the people that don't like electric cars, that or just like, the engine, like a big meaty ballsy engine, like that. People take that as like a manly thing,
like a Hemi, for example,
like a Hemi. That's that is a really good point, Josh.
You have a Hemi, don't you?
Yes, I do.
All right. So do you rev it up? You give people the black cloud, or what is it called?
Rolling coal.
Rolling coal.
Is that what that's called?
Oh, buddy, if you're going to be a truck driver, you got to know these things. Yeah, this guy.
You could start just making up stuff to me, like Michael Scott style, to say, and that would be truck stuff.
You've been out here pulling bed?
Yep.
Oh, pulling so much bed.
Scraping cloud.
Scraping clouds,
Scraping cloud
baby.
and pulling bed.
So according to...
pulling bed and getting business done.
Julian Atkin Shermer is a professor of psychology over at Western University in London, Ontario. That is
Classy.
A little early today, I learned. Did not know there was a London in Ontario. And she lives near one of the guys who has a very loud car. She was so intrigued when she realized no one had ever done a scientific study on what kind of person would want a car that loud. So she put one together. Good for her. Her study consisted of 519 undergrad students, 289 of which were men, and asked them if they believed their car was an extension of themselves, which we've all heard that phrase.
I don't believe my car's
the
an
bigger
extension
the car,
of myself.
the smaller the personality.
I just never. That's never been. My car's not my personality. It's just
C-Lane.
It's not.
I remember the Explorer, dude.
What about the Explorer?
There was a bit of an extension of your personality.
Eddie Bauer edition.
In what way? How was the Explorer my personality?
You're getting,
if that's
you're
the
getting
case,
defensive.
If that's the case, I left my personality in the parking lot at iHeart for years until it just wouldn't start anymore. That's where my personality came here to rot in hell.
And they never towed it, though. Thank you, iHeartMedia. They say if loud cars with muffler modifications were, quote, cool, Shermer's results found that those who were into the whole loud car thing were predominantly young men with propensities for sadism and psychosomatic tendencies.
All right.
Are these the people that just straight up hate electric vehicles?
That or they've created the loudest car possible to the point where you can't hear anything.
That was like one of the complaints about electric vehicles. On one hand, for a safety point, like you're right, it is less safe to have a vehicle that makes little to no noise because you're not. If it might hit you, you're not going to hear it coming. But on the other side, the gearhead side, it was just like, well, wait, you can't rev the engine on this thing. You can't like.
I want to show you. I have like 8 cylinders or something. I don't know anything about cars. I got to be honest.
No, you were close with 8 cylinders.
Thank you. What I do want to do, the Mazda Moesha that I've had for, I believe, almost 11 years now. I would like to put one of those train horns on them.
That can't be that hard to do.
No, I feel
Are they
locally.
expensive?
I believe so, but they usually come from a bigger truck, much like C-Lane's Hemi, that reflects his personality lately. But like, if I were to pull up on this Mazda that has a huge scratch on the side and rims that clearly have hit a couple curbs, and all of a sudden I'm hitting that big train horn, am I right, you guys?
I can get you one for $100 at Home Depot right now.
At Home Depot?
Yeah.
Do they install it?
No.
Sick.
I'll figure it out.
Somebody in the Toyota Tundra subreddit said, I'm looking at putting in an obnoxiously loud horn modification in my truck. Anyone know a good company to purchase one from?
Home Depot it is.
Home Depot's the one.
All right, listen, my friends, we need you to send your first dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Of course, you can watch live on twitch.tv/newsjunkie and YouTube, or, of course, listen right there on 104.1 and your favorite app that's free, iHeartRadio. When we come back, you're going down a water slide. You're at a beautiful resort, and you want to dive into the swimming pool, but all of a sudden you're surrounded by eggs. What do you do? Well, I guess we'll find out and figure out what the heck I'm talking about. We'll be right back. You're listening to The News Junkie on Real Radio.
This is Real Radio 104.1 on your phone with the iHeartRadio app and on hundreds of devices like Alexa, Google Home, Xbox, and Sonos. We are an iHeartRadio station.
The off-ramp from I-4 eastbound to Lee Road is partially blocked due to an accident. The left lane is blocked there, and authorities are still working on that accident on I-4 eastbound near Osceola Polk Line Road. The shoulder is blocked now. On the beach line this morning, you could expect a bit of delays westbound between Dallas Boulevard and the Greenway. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
Every business faces challenges, but shipping shouldn't be one of them. Turn shipping to your advantage with USPS Ground Advantage from the United States Postal Service. Learn how at USPS.com/advantage. USPS Ground Advantage. Simple, affordable, reliable.
This is trial attorney Jeff Kaufman from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind. If you've been in a car accident, you need to know a term. It's called statute of limitations. That means you have 2 years from the time of the accident to actually file a lawsuit if need be. If you don't do that, you're going to lose your rights to the claim. Now, sometimes some lawyers will wait till the last minute to file or contact you with just about a month left saying that they don't know if they want to proceed with your case. Be careful with that. For more information, contact me at whenyouneedus.com or dial #546, office Orlando.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at lifelock.com.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like One Hit Wonders Radio. The greatest one-hit wonders of all time. Ones you definitely remember. And ones that'll make you say, oh yeah. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search One Hit Wonders, and listen now, commercial-free. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, GRAND, G-R-A-N-D, GRAND. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm and answer your phone if you get the call. Good luck.
because Shawn has way more PTO than the other two. It's the News Junkie with Sabrina and Seela.
For the show, that Shawn doesn't call it the News Junkie at the beginning of the show, ever.
Oh, he doesn't.
I wrote down, look at the rundown sheet.
Oh.
I wrote down the whole thing. He never introduces himself. he just...
Well, dang.
He just rolls with it. And I was
Time for me.
I was like, I typed it all out, and I went, this doesn't say News Junkie at all.
He assumes.
You don't even know what show this is.
Well, just to be very clear, I am Sabrina.
Mm-hmm. I'm C-Lane and Josh.
Hello.
Thank you for coming in, sir. Josh is here courtesy of Just Call Mo, who I had to text his boss this morning and be like, can we borrow the boy?
You have to grease him a little bit.
Apparently, he was mid-meeting and was like, gotta go.
I was
then-
mid-bust.
Wait, you were
meeting.
in a meeting? Oh, sorry, buddy.
So you were screaming?
Were you?
Oh, yeah. We had a shouting match.
Were you involved in any of the various deliveries of chicken parmesan last week?
No, I got left out of the parm.
Dude.
Oh, I gotta tell you.
Did you eat the whole thing, Sabrina?
No. I brought it home to share with a small town because I went to go transfer it over to some Tupperware, and they took a rotisserie chicken and smashed it into one piece, right? Because
it was a large, very large thing
of chicken.
Because I also had the show to do, so I couldn't just focus solely on eating.
Right.
I think I made it to halfway into the show, just eating the chicken parmesan. The thing was,
it's
was
not
massive.
a breakfast item. As much as I love chicken parm, that's not something you start off your day with.
Lot for
I
the
gotta be
morning.
honest. I wanted to take a nappy.
I generally don't adhere to any of those things. Those
okay. Mr. Cool Guy here.
No,
He
I'm
lives
just
in a lawless world.
I'm just saying. Oh man, and my dad. This used to piss my dad off so bad. He would say, if something is not a breakfast food, you can't have it in the morning.
Oh, come on.
He got super
Cold
mad at me.
pizza?
Yeah. Oh gosh. No, he got super mad one time when I was younger. I think I told you guys the story before. We were at Einstein's, and I got something different, and it looked to him like a pizza, and he was like, "You don't eat pizza for breakfast." He was aggro about
He
it.
refused to pay for it?
No, he paid for it. He didn't have a choice, but he was really mad at me for it. You don't have pizza, and I couldn't
You're
have
grounded.
I couldn't have soda because soda's
And
not a
couldn't go
breakfast
to
food
New
either.
York.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
I gotta tell you, there's nothing greater than a early morning, you're a little hungover, pop. Right there, right to the mouth hole.
You talking about soda?
Soda.
You call it pop? Are you from
the
Ohio?
Midwest now?
Maybe I'm dating someone from
Oh,
Ohio.
you are.
God, I really just did that so naturally.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spent too much time up
Well,
there.
I'm gonna sit in silence for 15 seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go have me a pop, perhaps a Fagel moon mist.
I don't want to.
What they have, right?
I think so.
I don't want to ruin too much. I've only been to Ohio a couple times. But
I've
It's
never
something.
been.
people said pop all the time. That was the number one thing I noticed. They're like, "Oh, you want a pop? We're having a pop."
Pop City.
I don't want to do too much of this story because I know you're going to have it for the next episode. But I actually was quite surprised to wake up today and find out that the Dave Matthews Band would be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's
The day has finally come.
oh, dude, there's so many people on their Reddit that are patting themselves on the back for all the voting that they did in that useless fan vote.
Oh, they're only in because the fans voted?
No, they're in because the people that vote for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame voted for them. And the fan vote counts for one vote.
That's so weird.
They did it.
So if the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame consists of 100 people to vote on who makes it in, the fan vote, the millions and millions of fan votes that come in, count as vote 101.
That's so strange to me.
It's really just an excuse for you to click on their website. I don't even know if they're making money off of it, but
So I've yet to ever see an actual induction ceremony.
they're fun. Some of those classic
Do they,
induction ceremonies.
Speech? Everyone has a speech?
So somebody will, usually another famous person, usually a musician, will quote unquote induct you. They'll give you an introductory speech. They'll talk about you, and then they're like, "That's my privilege to, induct so and so into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame," and everybody claps, cheers, yay, 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 and then typically the person who gets inducted will come up and give some sort of speech, some sort of acceptance speech, and then later on they play some songs. And that's where it gets kind of fun because in years past, they've had members of the Rock Hall, old and new, kind of do these little super jam things.
Right, where they like play their songs, which would be really cool.
One of the more famous ones, if you get a chance, I throw it on like, once every couple months because it's just a really, really outstanding performance. A bunch of people got together and played the Beatles song "While My Guitar Gently Weeps," and it's just it's like all these famous people already on stage singing it. And then Prince shows up.
Oh, yeah.
And just de-drills the guitar for like 5 straight minutes of soloing.
Yeah, and Tom Petty's standing there just awkwardly strumming
I
the
don't
whole
know
time.
what to do.
You didn't. You don't know what to do when.
What am I supposed to play that now?
When Prince takes over, I mean, literally, I would be curious if he just decided to keep playing and playing. Would they even go to break? Would they? How would you stop?
No,
it?
they'd still be there to this day, and they'd both still be alive.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
what I was
I
trying to say
solved the
without
problem.
saying it.
There'd be less drugs. There is a thing that doctors want you to stop bringing to the hospital. They're saying in Australia, please, please, please. And apparently this is a problem because enough people are doing it. This
Koalas.
might be more of an Australian thing. It's not koalas,
That
but
was my guess.
it is an animal. What animal do the doctors in Australia say, please stop bringing this
Wombat.
to
Wallaby.
It's not something that's like token Australian.
Kangaroo.
Guys. It's not something that's like token Australian, guys.
Okay.
Your doggy.
It's a snake. They want you to stop bringing snakes to the
that's
hospital.
pretty Australian, actually.
Okay, but how about the idea of like why they are bringing a snake to the hospital?
The weird part is it makes sense. They're saying
I'm ready for this explanation.
They're saying people who have been bitten by snakes bring the snake to the hospital so that in case the doctors need to identify which snake it is, so they know which medicine to give you.
Well, did you try to suck it off? The bite wound?
Mark that.
The venom?
Says snake bite victims are endangering medical staff by bringing the reptiles with them to the hospital. In Queensland's Wide Bay region, doctors have come face to face with some of the world's most venomous snakes, captured by patients believing it'll help with identification and treatment, which means you got bit by a snake, and then unless you are like a snake wrangler, you had to go and like try to catch that thing whilst the poison.
I'd immediately hit it with my kangaroo's tail.
Well, the
That's
poison
the end
is
of my Australian impression.
The incident prompted the hospital's director of emergency medicine, Adam Michael, to warn patients to leave the snakes alone. We honestly don't want people interacting with snakes any more than they already have. Any attempts to either get close to a snake to catch or kill or photograph is simply just putting more people at risk. They say, stop bringing snakes. I don't know. Have you guys ever been bitten by a snake?
No, Celine, no, I have not. Have you?
Once or twice?
No way.
No, I've never been bitten by a snake.
He's hardcore, this
I've been
guy.
bitten by a dog, and I still have the scar from that. But then I brought the dog to the hospital. I'm like, do you want to figure this
They
out?
knew which dog anti-venom to give you.
Yep. And
Chihuahua.
then I said, sit, stay, no more biting. And then we moved on.
I think we have a snake in my backyard.
What do you mean? You
Just
think?
one?
There was an egg like a couple days ago, a hatched egg.
Hatched.
Yeah, like a hatched egg, like snake egg, or at
Can
least
you eat a snake?
Yeah, you can eat a snake.
Snake egg?
I
Is there a veal of snake?
I don't think you get like a
It's
whole
little
lot of
baby snake.
like I don't think you get a whole lot of return on the snake. Like I mean, it's more than crawfish, but if you were to just like catch a snake and cook the meat, are you getting a lot out of that?
Probably not, but enough nutrition should you be like in a survival mode. I'll tell you what, as far as wildlife goes, I am thriving.
Oh
as
gosh,
far as
the
my
camera.
My bird feeder with a camera on it. I have the same 3 birds coming along, but if anyone caught my story on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, I had a BOGO. I had 2 birds, 1 camera, and I also want to reach out to the company itself because I believe I have about 6 to 7 people that have already bought that same bird feeder.
Oh, they
So
owe
you're
you.
starting like a bird camera revolution in your neighborhood.
All right, now riddle me this, and this is audio
Okay.
trademark, everybody. I'm saying this right now. I think that there should be within that app or a completely different social media for bird feeders with cameras on it.
Just for birders?
Just for birders.
Like
You
you
talk
want
about, you send your clips, obviously. You see, look at this, what happened here. What do you guys got? Maybe almost like a Pokemon Go style, where if you find one, you get to like lock that in with a badge of some sort. You guys seem like really into it, so I believe that you are investors at this point.
You get 3 cardinals in 1 week, right?
Every time a
that's
cardinal
big
comes up, I'm
numbers.
like, Grandpa, came back here to...
they represent dead people.
Yeah.
Is there a subreddit for birders? Is it called birders? For birding?
I would assume so.
It's got to be birders.
Because I think what you described, aside from like the badges and stuff, it could just be easily done
On Reddit, right?
Reddit.
But I'm talking about an actual app.
Okay, you want an app
Audio trademark.
where people just put bird pics.
Shared. I prefer
a
videos.
Birdstagram.
Yeah.
Videos.
And then like you kind of mark off, and then if there's like a mystery bird of some sort, then you can ask the world, what kind of bird this is.
Ask the bird community.
Thank you. So you guys in, you out?
I'm in.
Is your
and we'll call it Twitter.
Oh no, we can have that name now.
Yeah, it's X now.
Is your girlfriend as excited about the bird cam as you are, or is this like one of those weird things where you're like, look, I got my stuff, you have your stuff?
She's excited for me.
They have more birds in Ohio out here.
Every time I get a notification, I'm like, oh, look at this. Let's pause the show or movie we're watching so we can just watch this same bird eat all of the bird food.
Why don't you just get another TV that's just on the bird cam?
I mean, when you're 30, and
Yes.
this is a prime example. But I'm like fully into it. I might buy like maybe 4 more and just have, because it works as a great security camera. It's also worth mentioning.
Extra bonus is birds.
And then I think if I imprint on the birds that have been feeding, then they could attack any sort of intruder in the future.
If somebody, you said it works as a security camera. If somebody like walks by it, does it save that footage? Like
Yeah.
if you had a porch pirate over the Christmas holiday,
bird cam,
and if the bird cam saw that, it would save the video of your porch pirate.
It would save it, but I would have to send it to law enforcement with like a bunch of bird seed at the bottom. And then I would also include, obviously, the cardinals and blue jays and mourning doves that have fed off.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
bird cam admissible in court?
Am I like we
You're
have
the
to
one
go
who
to
works
a
for a
break.
lawyer.
I know, but
I'm going to go ahead and say yes.
we have to go to a break real quick. But maybe it's worth, if you want to send your dispatches over to thenewsjunkie.com. Am I leading a sad life?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank you guys.
You're leading an adult life.
You got a pop drinking girlfriend. You got your own place with the bird cams.
You got your own pop drinking dame over here.
Is this what happens when you don't have children? I guess we'll find
gotta
out.
tell you, I know what happens when you have children. Everything's about the
They're
child.
so cute. I saw pool day.
Oh yeah, but we had pool
Yeah,
day.
sunglasses and everything.
Did you throw him in like the instructors do, and then he has to turn around?
No,
and
he can't.
float
He
back?
can't do swimming lessons until I think they say he has to sit up like straight on his own, and he's still wobbly.
What are you
AF. That
waiting for, Jackson?
You missed.
What?
He came to the station when you were gone.
Damn it, man! I've yet to meet that.
Oh,
big
I
guy.
missed him too.
To be fair,
To
he
be
was sleeping the whole time. But
I would have woken him up.
I
would have.
I imagine
shaken it
you
a
would
little
have.
bit.
I imagine you would have. No, I royally
That's
messed up
recommended.
last week when Ashley was taking some time off and she needed to take the baby to like a work event, like a party, and I had the stroller in
Baby
my
party.
car, so she had to drive all the way to Maitland and and then all the way to Disney.
In the big old truck.
No, just in her car. But I had the stroller. She didn't have any way of like pushing around the baby
in the Hemi,
except for holding it.
Have you seen like the baby, like baby tush or something like that?
We have that. We have the tush thing. It's weird because I always think he's going to fall off of it. I don't do any of the wearable baby stuff. Mostly because they're too small for me.
Oh, but
You
can get an extender.
Let's just leave. I'll just let Ashley wear the baby.
Right.
That'll be her thing.
You can wear the baby today.
That'll be her thing. We had to schedule a telemedicine appointment over the weekend for
And
the
you just
baby.
throw baby in front of the camera and see like what's wrong with it.
We
Doc?
did. We had to put the baby in front of the camera. And
What was
the,
it,
the,
foot mouth?
The doc's like, "Oh, hi, little Jackson." Hi. And then And then the doc or nurse practitioner or whoever it was on the other end
that's good.
proceeded to tell us everything we had already learned on Google about babies being constipated.
Yeah, but at least this time you have a fat medical bill instead of just
No,
Googling it.
I was like, thank God this is covered and we're not paying for it, because this guy it was not very useful. I only scheduled the thing to like ease Ashley's mind about like, hey, 4 days isn't, you know, it's common.
Right.
4 days is fine.
All right, well, this segment brought to you by C-Lane's Crappy Doctor. When we come back, we have got a lot more stories to get into, but most importantly, your dispatches. And with that, I bid you adieu for just a small moment. You're listening to The News Junkie on Real Radio.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up this Monday on The Jim Colbert Show, Deb is back and she'll have the news for us. We'll get a sports update from our friend Brandon Kravitz. Ray Trinley from TK Law will join us. Plus, all week long, we'll have tickets to see Dave Matthews Band in Tampa. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Cool Today Weather Center, cooltoday.com.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Monday forecast. And for the rest of today, we'll plan for increasing sunshine and really pleasant temperatures. Winds will be a bit on the breezy side with gusts as high as around 20 miles per hour. The high temperatures will only make it into the mid to upper 70s with a high of 78 degrees for Orlando. We do climb into the low 80s tomorrow and will eventually make it into the mid 80s by the end of this week and into the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Injury Law Firm.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Today, we're the largest injury firm in the world, and I'm thankful to you for trusting us all these years. We'll always be here for the people, not the powerful. Injured? The choice is easy. Morgan & Morgan. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
This summer, when things are heating up, remember Mills Air, millsair.com. They're going to help you out with everything to do with your AC. You can sign up for preventative maintenance, have them come out every 6 months or so. They'll make sure that your lines are clear, that the AC is all charged up, and that you're staying nice and cool through the summer heat. It is fantastic. I have it as a homeowner. It's a no-brainer, so make sure you jump on this now. If you need a new AC, they have those brand-new Carrier units. You will save on your electric bill, and you can learn more right now at millsair.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think, with personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget. you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
Nervous about investing in college savings right now? Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. Our 529 prepaid plans are 100% risk-free because they're backed by the state of Florida, so you can never lose your investment. And now, prepaid plans start at just $34 a month. Open enrollment only happens once a year, so don't miss your chance to lock in the lowest prepaid plan prices in 10 years. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Seminole Hard Rock Tampa is excited to bring you live craps, roulette, and sports betting. All under one roof, hotter than the Florida sun. Feel the luck of the dice, watch the roulette wheel spin, and scream for your touchdown as the big screen comes alive. Dine like a rock star, sip cocktails that shimmer, then dive into the heart of Las Vegas right here in Tampa Bay. Live craps, roulette, sports betting is here. Get in on the action now. Only at Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino Tampa, located off of I-4 near I-75. Gambling problem? Call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like One Hit Wonders.
This is the story of a girl. I'm not sick, but I'm not well.
Just search One Hit Wonders and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at lifelock.com.
For over 15 years, Floridians have trusted the physician-led team at MD Now Urgent Care for high-quality health care. From injuries and illnesses to school and sports physicals, MD Now Urgent Care is here to get you back to better. Find a location near you at mdnow.com and use their convenient web check-in today.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
If Bill Paxton calls F5 tornadoes the finger of God,
wait for it. Hey, welcome back to the News Junkie. You're listening, and thank you for doing so. If you want to be involved, well, you can do so by going to thenewsjunkie.com and sending your dispatch, whether it be your second, third, perhaps your very first one, or perhaps your 200th one, and you've only had one played on the air. Today is your day. So please do it, and of course you can call in, because for the first time in a long time, Josh will be picking up the phones and answering them.
I don't remember how to do that.
Oh, come on.
Oh, my phone muscles are degraded to the point I can't use them anymore.
I thought you were going to blame the fact that the phone is facing in the opposite direction.
That too. How am I to see?
Honestly, I sometimes see, like, has to be one person while we're on the show, regular style. Those of you just tuning in, Shawn is not here today, so we're taking over. C-Lane, Sabrina, and Josh style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But there's one person that just calls and calls
I
and
saw
calls
that.
and calls. And one of these days, I just want to pick it up and be like, what do you want, man?
Is it the same person all the time? Do you see the caller ID?
I don't. But I has to be the same person.
I have one on Sundays, and it's gone on for so long now that, like, I kind of want to know who they are, but it's more fun for me to let it keep going. If you're listening right now, I'm sorry.
Yeah, or just call in and then Josh will finally speak to you if you want.
There is like one person that I'm curious if still tries to call in because it was the only way we ever talked to that person, and that's Johnny Tempo. Sweet Johnny Tempo.
Do you think he's still alive?
I think he's still. He's fine. He wasn't that old. He graced the stage just okay and sang "Fly Me to the Moon," his go-to karaoke song.
Greatest night of his life.
Nice guy.
Nice guy.
Such a time. Well, Johnny Tempo, if you are still listening or if you know Johnny Tempo, what was the place that he always, it was the Breezeway?
Something like that.
I think in Sanford that he always sang at. He always wore a suit, beautiful wife as well, just as old. So if you know him and if you can please confirm that he is still kicking.
What if
we'd love to talk to him.
What if after all these years we finally went to his karaoke night?
I did go to his karaoke night.
You did?
I went once. Yep, I sure did.
Did he buy you dinner?
He did not.
What? I thought that was the whole thing. He wanted to buy us dinner.
I didn't have time to have dinner. I was just like in and out because I happened to be in Sanford, which love Sanford. Shout out Sanford.
Sanford. Let's go Sanford.
He kept calling and he wanted us, Josh, to go to his karaoke night. And he said he would buy us dinner.
Mind you, he did. I don't believe he ran the karaoke night.
No.
Showed up.
He's just the biggest personality.
Yes, and he wanted to buy us dinner. And I can't remember if it was me or Sabrina that pulled up the menu and was like, "What is the most expensive thing on the menu?"
We'll have the filet,
they have like a steak, like a really nice steak that we could get Johnny Tempo to get us. And now, if we took him up on that, like now it's inflation, I'm sure that steak's even more money.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm sure he has a credit card, and he leaves it to the next of kin. It's all that debt.
You guys want to do some dispatches?
Oh, yes, please.
All right. I have Tired Mom talking about loud cars.
So I have 2 loud cars at my house.
Right on, brother.
Intentionally loud because people do not pay attention on the road anymore, and I want them to know that I'm there. You can hear me. You better be able to see me. I've been hit way too many times, these idiot drivers.
How many times do you get hit?
Way too many, she said.
I mean, I think like I'm going through like the history of me driving. I've only been hit like twice.
Same.
I mean, do you get into? Is there somebody that like gets into a lot of car accidents? I know that person does exist.
Of course. I mean, I can't. I've been in one major car accident, but I was not driving.
Same.
I've been in a couple of fender benders.
But Tired Mom is saying that specifically she has 2 very loud cars so that people know she's there because she's been hit way too many times.
Huh. I would
Where
love,
do you
I
live?
mean, yeah, and we'll need a part 2.
What is
like and subscribe?
Is there something about your driving that is a magnet for other vehicles? Please send in another dispatch. We are dying to know.
I do like the solution just being to make your own car louder.
Yeah.
There's your train horn from the Home Depot.
On the other side of the loud car argument, Square Slinger sends in a dispatch.
What's up, junkies? Glad to hear you guys are on today.
Thank you.
On the loud car thing, I've always been confused by cars that are loud with the engine noise.
Right.
Because you have this car that's loud, and I'm sure you're proud of it, and it probably goes fast.
Loud and proud.
But you're also telling every cop in the local radius where the hell you are and that you're probably driving fast so they can look for the sound of your car. Doesn't make any sense to me. Never has. Just my 2 cents.
Thank you, Square Slinger.
I mean, that opens it up, though. Anyone who listens that has a loud car, do you find yourself being pulled over a lot more?
I think you would. I think it's like one of those things that...
Just because it's loud doesn't mean you're breaking the speed limit.
It doesn't mean you're breaking the speed limit, but is there a noise ordinance that you could be breaking if you have a loud car? I think that one would argue.
I'm the wrong person to ask. Apparently, when you play good music, I'm still breaking some sort of noise ordinance. Neighbors.
Oh, you've gotten more, is it notes from the neighbor?
It wasn't necessarily a note, but at this point, we're at a place where we talk smack about each other that echoes between our both backyards and then kind of avoid eye contact.
All right.
That's healthy.
Between that. Yeah, no, I love it.
Yeah.
And I love all my other neighbors so much more.
You know all your neighbors? I
do.
I know like 1 or 2 of my neighbors.
See,
that's it.
I moved into that house like shortly, a couple months before COVID. So like when I was walking the dog or we were just outside to get out of the house, like I got to meet everybody. Now, do I know their first and last names? Not necessarily. Do I know their dogs' names? Yes. So I'll just be like, that's Petey's dad.
When we first moved into the house,
Mr. Petey,
we had a guy next door, lovely gentleman.
Homosexual?
Homosexual.
Knew it. I knew it when he said it.
Because he said lovely gentleman.
Yeah.
What about lovely made him homosexual?
Well, you went,
Describe
lovely.
me as lovely.
No, Josh, you're lovely.
I ain't gay.
Okay. Whoa.
So we had this
Save
guy.
that for a whole nother segment.
Guy next door, Norm, and he was
It's the gayest name ever.
he was the neighbor that was like the neighborhood gossip. Like he knew everything that was going down. Like
I got a
you
neighbor
have a
like
Norm?
that. Oh, I have a Norm without a doubt.
When our friend Marky lived in my neighborhood, it was like nothing got by Norm. He told you he's like yeah, you live next to Norm now. Nothing gets by Norm. Marky like bumped his garage door with his truck one time
and tried to get away with it.
And Norm's like, yeah, so I saw that you crashed into your garage door.
Wanna do something about
How's
it,
the garage
Marky?
door, Marky? Yeah.
See the crap out of you.
But yeah, Norm moved away. But now there's some other. I know like one of my other neighbors, and then there's the one that always like we get his packages sometimes, and he goes by a fake name, and I felt so
Why does
awkward.
he go by a fake name?
I don't know. It's some sort of joke or something. He's not famous, but it's some sort of joke, and he
with himself.
Him, friends, I don't know. But we get packages delivered that are supposed to be to him, and he goes by a fake name, and the name is Kelly Bonerberger. So
that is the episode.
I mean, honestly, if I get that package like every other week or so, I'm laughing every time I see that.
Every single time.
So the package gets delivered
What
to
if
us.
that's his actual name?
And now I know it's not his actual name because I've learned his name and probably looked him up on Facebook and all that stuff.
Good.
Another day in the life of Kelly Bonerberger.
But he had to, once he realized, because I think he might have gotten a package of mine, but he realized that this package was delivered and it was sent to my house instead of his. So he had to knock on my door,
paging Kelly Bonerberger,
and be like, "Hey, I'm your next door neighbor. I think you may have gotten a package that was supposed to be for me." And I went, "You Bonerberger?
What up, dude? I love both of those.
You must be Kelly Bonerberger. Is that you?" And he's like, you could tell that he's so embarrassed right now. He goes, "Yeah, it's
Let me
it's
explain.
kind of a joke with me and my friends." I go, "All right, here you go, take your package."
That's hilarious.
Okay, we got some dispatchers who want to talk about birds because Sabrina is very into her new bird life.
Who isn't?
This is M.I. Mel with a dispatch.
Hey guys, happy Monday.
Hey.
Sabrina, I'm the
up?
one who just met you at iHeart, Melinda.
Yes.
And I was just on the air telling them how I'm a big time birder. Like my binoculars are on the ready. And I'm obsessed. I'm very nosy about the bird world.
I'm
and
obsessed
this
with
app idea is great. I love it. Let's go. Bye.
Thank you so much. I didn't realize how thick your accent was. So not only can we get into birding, but we're going to do it with a great, almost cursed.
A lot of people are saying that there is an app.
All right, tell me, what's the app?
Have you heard of Merlin?
No.
It's named after the wizard.
That makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
They said it was
Merlin have a bird?
developed by the Cornell Department of Ornithology. This is on the texting service, so
AKA places that get
definitely
laid
true.
a lot.
Oh yeah, Merlin Bird ID.
Other person says Audubon app does all that.
But do you get to share it with each other? That's the whole thing.
I don't know.
I don't
I'm
care
not
to
a
know.
birder.
You haven't lived, man.
I don't, you know.
All right, perhaps you're an iguana-er. So I'm going to pay this off real quick. It turns out an unidentified resort pool in Miami, and unidentified is probably their best move. They ended up being the perfect spot for an iguana to lay not one, not two, but 30 eggs inside of the pool.
Right on.
Michael Ronquillo, he
couple
works
dozen.
with Human Iguana Control, the HIC, as they call it in the industry. and was contacted by the resort to handle an iguana inside a water slide jet.
Didn't we talk to a guy that just makes his living offing iguanas?
Yeah, all day. Well, this one he did not get to because it laid 30 eggs inside not only the water slide, but the jet. So think, gave birth and just shot out 30 eggs into the pool. When he arrived on the scene, Rakio says that the iguana had escaped from the water slide jet, but 30 eggs had been left behind in the pool. The eggs were removed and were not used in the resort's breakfast buffet the following morning.
It says you can eat them.
That's a funny joke that they wrote. Wow.
That was on the page?
That was on the page. And I read it, and then as I said it out loud, I'm like, that's not part of the story.
They tried.
They just try to be funny.
It says you can eat them. The immature eggs from female iguanas can be saved and added to soups and stews.
No way.
Do you have any
You would
soups
try that.
or stews? I would try it.
I mean, I love me a good New England clam chowder. Just don't know if I could do a New England iguana egg chowder.
I mean,
sounds good to me.
I think like maybe it's just as a thickener. Do a little stir a little egg in there.
All right, you threw me with a thickener word.
You have to
for
temper
some
it.
reason.
Yeah, you have to temper it so the egg doesn't scramble, and then it's like iguana egg drop soup.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
All right. No, I'm not.
What's
When
wrong?
we come back, I'm going to go vomit real quick. And when we come back, we will do the opposite of vomiting. It would just be praising and digital hugging because we have Amy Kaufelt from Fox 35 joining us. So we'll be right back. You're listening to the News Junkie on Real Radio.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Lowest prices on the highest quality jewelry. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
There's still major slowdowns on I-4 eastbound and westbound before US 27 and approaching Sand Lake Road. There's an accident off to the shoulder causing a bit of delays on I-4 eastbound near Osceola Polk Line Road. Around the perimeter of I-4, no major problems on State Road 429, and it's mellow on the Greenway. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. Get their Springfest doorbusters while you can, right now at Lowe's. Stock up on $5 spring cleaning must-haves from Scrub Daddy, Tide Simply, and more. Offer valid through 4/22 while supplies last.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. We recently received a call from an injured person. The insurance company had offered them $11,000. We took the case over and got more than $2 million in court. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts. Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I've got a leaking...
To leave us a testimonial saying how happy you are with our service, press 1.
But you haven't even...
For all other inquiries, please hang up.
Wait, what?
Hang up and call Frank Gay. We're busy watching the game.
You know what? I think I will.
When you have a leak, you need solutions on your schedule. A helpful expert who can find the problem and fix it fast.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
It's Ladera! Orlando City is back at home this Saturday, April 27th at 7:30 p.m., taking on Toronto FC, presented by OUC, the reliable one. Tune in on Go Radio 104.1 and watch on any device on the Apple TV app. Don't forget to tune in an hour before the match at 6:30 p.m. to catch Kickoff Minus 60, airing exclusively on the Lion Nation app. OUC, the reliable one, is proud to be the exclusive electric and water utility partner of Orlando City Soccer Club. The hometown utility is proud to support its hometown soccer team. Visit www.ouc.com to learn more about OUC's reliable electric and water services. Go City!
Help DEA keep our community safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's deatakeback.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential.
But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/radio. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because clients and character matter. Contact them at whenyounneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the News Junkie.
Guess what? We're still going to bring you a live show. I'm Sabrina. Sealand is here. Josh as well. Thank you all for joining. And then shortly, hopefully,
fingers crossed,
we have Amy Kopfelt from Fox 35. Good Day Orlando was peeping at it this morning. And I mean, those of you in the Central Florida area, I feel like we just got thrown a bit of a loop, a wrench in the machine. It's cold, man.
It is cold.
It's like 65 degrees out of nowhere.
Wait, 90 yesterday.
Yes, man. It's like no sun at all. But then I walked out after sweating my ass off over the weekend, and I was ready to unload the stuff from karaoke, which, by the way, everyone who showed up to karaoke yesterday, banger of a time. Everyone was really hammered.
That's the best kind.
It's like, is it though? Because
Sure.
I had to.
Would you prefer hosting karaoke to a room full of sober people?
Not necessarily. Like the first hour of it, it was like pulling teeth. I had to sing 3 songs, which included Nickelback, Backstreet Boys, and Gangsta's Paradise by Coolio. Rest in peace. But then there's like this threshold, and once everyone passes it, they're like, "We gotta sing now, right now." And there was this one guy. It was his 40th birthday, and homeboy was so hammered, so hammered that one, I had a wireless microphone, so he ran away with it. And 2, he interrupted about like 3 of the songs of other people to the point where I said, "Hey man, the mic's not working anymore," because I completely muted it. And I was like, "I have to change the batteries." So
it's his birthday, though.
I digress. It was very hot yesterday. It is now very cold, and I am thrown off, but not as thrown off as I would be if Amy wasn't here, but she is.
All right.
Please welcome Amy Caulfield from Fox 35. Good day, Orlando. How the heck are you, Amy?
I'm good. Okay, so the guy who normally sets up the studio for me, Casey's off today, and Shawn's off today. So it's just like, okay, can we do all of this? We can do it, and
One
we
of
did
those
it. And
days.
sorry I'm late, but thank you for being patient with me.
No worries at all. We're happy
Thank
you're
you
here.
for being here.
Yeah, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about next, Amy. How was your weekend?
Okay, it was good. I got to tell you guys the funniest story. So, so we're in the Apple store in the Altamont Mall yesterday.
Oh, good luck.
And Caroline, who is my junior in high school, she needed a new iPhone. So hers was acting up, like the screen stopped working and she couldn't get the buttons to work. And she's like, "Mom, this is terrible. I can't even type stuff." And anyway, so I was like, okay, so they won the state championship on Saturday in Miami. And so I was like, you know what? You deserve it. I said, let's go see if we can find a better phone, one that works. So we go to the Apple store, and this gentleman's helping us, and his name is Ryan. So shout out to Ryan right now.
What's up, Ryan?
And he says, well, why are you here? And I said, oh, she needs a new phone. And he goes, well, is there something wrong with her phone? I'm like, yeah, it wasn't great. And I said, plus she won the state championship yesterday. So I'm like, it's kind of a reward because we're super proud of her. And he goes, for what? And I said, water polo. And he goes, I heard about that on the radio. And I said, you heard about water polo on the radio? And he goes, yeah, they were talking about it on the radio. And I go, do you listen to the News Junkie? And he goes, yeah.
All right.
And it was just super
He
cool.
didn't recognize your voice?
How dare he? So I believe that's the only time we've talked about water polo.
I don't think he had any clue who I was, but I just thought that was super cool that he heard about the kids going to the state championship
it's
on
also
the News
super
Junkie.
cool.
And I was like, those are my peeps. I love my News Junkie peeps.
Was watching Good Day Orlando this morning when you guys were talking about it, and they have gone this entire season undefeated.
That's insane.
It's crazy, Sabrina.
That's very
31 wins,
man.
no losses. They're not only ranked number 1 in the state, but they're actually ranked number 1 in the country, which is just incredible.
I'm
super proud of them.
Were they the team that also the boys' team was like in state too?
Yeah. So the boys went, this was their first trip for our Seminole High School boys to go to the state championship game. So they got eliminated in the semifinals. So they actually played the team that won the whole thing. That was their first game. So we played Miami Country Day, which is a private school down in Miami. That was our first game. We beat them 16-4.
Very familiar with that school.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'd never heard of it before.
So I went to St. Rose of Lima, which is right down the road of Miami Country Day.
St. Rose of Lima?
Yeah.
I thought you went to Shamalama Dama Ding Dong High School.
Okay, that was high school, but K through 8 was St. Rose of Lima, right by Miami Country Day. It was Shamalama Madonna. But Miami Country Day,
Not far off.
I found out just a couple of years ago from my mom. It's like that was the place where all of the celebrity kids went. So Phil Collins' kids went there. The Bee Gees' children went there. Gloria Stefan's kid went there, apparently.
Wow.
And then I was just right down the road with all the normal kids. And I turned out just fine, didn't I?
Yes,
But,
you did.
of course,
you
a
turned
big-
out better than just fine, Sabrina.
Thank you. I mean,
Yeah, so it was a super fun weekend. We're super proud of them. And it's just one of those things where I tell, like they don't understand it at the time. You guys know how you have those defining moments, whether it's, middle, high school, college, like something happens that you're just like, oh my gosh, you don't realize at the time how big it is. And I told her, I said, this is something that you'll cherish the rest of your life.
So what
I'm
happens
proud
after
of them.
that? They win the states, but do they get a jacket? Do they all go home with a ring?
That's a great question. So we were actually talking about the whole ring thing, and I don't know if they would wear it. I don't know what they'll do. So they're actually going to be recognized tonight. The Sanford City Commission is going to call them up at the beginning of their city commission meeting tonight to
cool.
recognize them.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I don't know, like a jacket would be
Do they
cool.
have to
Like
be
write
there
something
for that?
says like, what's that?
Does the team have to be there for that?
Yeah, they're going to go. They're going to go and stand before the council and be recognized.
You look excited for that. I think they're like, hey, as part of this whole, winning tour, we're going to be recognized at the city commission meeting. I'd have been like, do we get pizza afterwards or something? Like, it doesn't sound that it's.
They are going to go out to eat afterwards. They're going to go to Hollerbacks in downtown. You guys have all eaten at Hollerbacks,
Totally
right?
worth it. I love Hollerbacks.
Exactly.
Well, big congratulations to what was the exact high
thanks.
school? Seminole.
It's Seminole High School
Seminole
in
High School.
Sanford. Seminole High School in
did it.
Sanford. So,
Way to
shout
go.
out to the kids.
Also, I am just like blown away by your shot right now. Like I feel like I'm watching you on my TV in the living room, and it's freaking me out that you're actually talking
It's so
back.
cool.
What an incredible studio.
So Sabrina, remember last week when we did it, it actually said the news junkie back here.
Mhm.
So
we lost
We
that.
see that you
Casey-
deleted that. Thanks a lot.
No,
Way to go,
Casey's off
Casey.
today, and
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
think the guy who was helping, I don't think he knew how to get the news junkie back there. So don't when Casey's back, we'll get the news junkie back there again.
And bigger, I hope, and our floating faces
Yeah.
if possible.
Yeah.
So what else is
Bigger
going
and
on
better than ever.
in the news?
Oh my gosh, there's so many stories today. So you guys know, if you're in Orlando, that this is a big story. The Orlando Magic are going to take on Game 2 tonight
Heck yeah.
in Cleveland. They're in the playoffs. So it's a really big deal. So hopefully they actually pull it out and win. They lost to the
Ew.
Cavs in Game 1. But it's a best of 7 series. So regardless, we're going to get 2 games here in Orlando Thursday and Saturday. So hurry up, get your tickets, support
Are
the
there
Magic.
tickets available?
And,
I
what's
can't
that?
tell
I
you.
think-
I've
I
had
think they
multiple
still have-
people like, "Hey, do you have a hookup for Magic tickets?" I'm like, "The playoffs."
Does that drive you crazy?
I'm like, I no way. I imagine that if I have any contacts, they have already been hit up by a million people, and this is the one game that I've asked for all season. Probably not, but it's going to be very exciting, though. I certainly
But do
will
you guys
go
like-
to a watch party for it.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, they're going to have a Wall Street watch party tonight. So, so anybody that wants to see them play with a group and cheer on together, that go to Wall Street. Do you guys get hit up all the? I always think about that. Like, if you're radio people, do you always get hit up for tickets for everything? Does it drive you nuts?
Often.
It used to be more common. I think either my friends finally understood that I don't work for a music station and have given up. The other thing is so we have friends in the building that we hang out with once in a while that do have the hookup. So I usually would just push them all out of them. Like, no, Scott's got the tickets. Go to Scott.
Oh, you send them like you BCC them?
I know a guy.
Yeah. But
I know a guy.
No, it's more like us trying to get the hookup. Like, I'll go to the promo people and be like, so I hear John Mayer is in town. You got any?
How would you like
any
the
of those
last
tickets?
row of the stadium?
Mm-hmm.
You got it.
I'll take it.
Happens all the time.
What else has happened in the news, Amy?
So the other story that is getting a ton of traction on our website is it actually happened in Jacksonville, but this guy who is an MMA fighter, he was at a hockey game with his family and he was listening to a call come out, I guess, or maybe he saw the text that come out on his phone from FWC that there was a gator in a neighborhood and that it was a nuisance gator and it was in a dangerous situation and they needed it removed. So his name is Mike Dragich. He's known on social media as Blue Collar Brawler.
Okay.
So he is an MMA fighter and he is a gator trapper. So he, you might remember him. He actually caught a gator at a Jacksonville school, I don't know, I think it was last year sometime. And we did an interview with him. But so he leaves the hockey game. He goes to this neighborhood And if you go, let me see if I can pull up the video for you guys. I don't know if I don't have it set up. I don't have it set up the way I normally do, so I can't show you. But if you go to our website, it'll say watch now, and you'll be able to see this guy, no shoes, and he wrangles an 8-foot gator. And like the cops are all just leaving there watching him.
Game?
It's like the craziest thing.
Just gets the alert. He's like, gotta go after he's at this hockey game and just leaves to wrangle a gator. That's something else.
And then Sabrina, he went back to the game.
Oh.
Was he playing in the game?
No, he's just watching it.
No, he just went back to watch it. It says he was running. Okay, so Dragic explains. I was running. The gator was running towards cops and a crowd of people. Everybody was screaming. So he said he had to act. But if you pull up the video, it's just the craziest thing. He literally has no shoes on. And then the part that made me laugh is like, if you guys know, if you've been to a Solar Bears game, like, you know that it's cold in the hockey arena. But he's in there. He's actually wrangling the gator. He's got no sleeves on his shirt and no shoes.
No shoes, no sleeves. He would not be allowed in certain restaurants. I'll tell you that much.
He sounds like he looks like a guy that you're like, yeah, he probably wrangles gators. Like if you interviewed him, if you take one look at him, Amy, you go, gator guy.
He's huge. And he's so funny. He's like, he thinks it's just the coolest job ever. He says he feels like Batman. He's like coming to the rescue to save all these people who are completely freaked out, you know?
I have no shoes. All right.
I wish I had a skill that people were afraid to do.
I wish I could do a Batman impression, but I guess we can't get
You
what
need to
we
keep
want.
that voice.
A little bit.
Also,
Amy,
you guys, I do have an update on the story we talked about last week. This was the one in Winter Springs. Remember, we were talking about the one that was really scary, where this gal pulls up to at an intersection, and then this green Acura pulls up behind her. A guy gets out, carjacks her.
Called it a carjacking at the time, but seems like more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so we have an update now. So there is a person of interest in custody. So her brother went into the cloud on her phone, and he was able to see who, like, I guess because I think her phone probably burned up in the fire.
I would think
right?
so,
Because
yeah.
the car was set on fire and found in Osceola County. She's
and they
deceased.
have confirmed that was her.
Well, they said that he was the last person she spoke to.
Oh.
So this person of interest was the last person she spoke to. So they actually arrested him on some other charges. I think it was like possession of drugs. And then he was living in a house that I guess there was like fentanyl in the house. And then there was a woman in the house who apparently was charged with selling cocaine.
Wow.
So anyway, so they feel like they've at least are making some progress on this case. And I know when we were talking about it last week, just how scary it was.
Oh, of course.
Then the day before, that same green Acura was at the crime scene where a tow truck driver was shot with 100 rounds.
What?
And that had happened in Orange County. So we have all these counties involved. And then do you guys remember that there was an Orange County deputy that called Seminole County pretending to be somebody else and got all this information to give to this woman's husband. So, I mean, the story has just been
I've seen it now. It's gone national, and everyone, at least like on the TikTok videos of people trying to sum it up, it's like, this is going to be the next Netflix documentary. So we'll not be surprised.
Sabrina, it's so crazy.
So we have some sort of resolution. Absolutely. Amy, thank you so much for being with us. If you are not watching Good Day Orlando every morning, please do. And of course, it is now available on a streaming app. It's Fox Local. And I believe today was the launch of Good Day Extra on the air.
Yeah, it's Good Day Orlando Extra.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
now we are full-fledged on Fox 35 and streaming at 10 a.m. So come watch us.
Congratulations. Please give it up for Amy. Everybody. Love you, Amy, so much. And when we get back, I want to tell you guys about a woman who's been banned from Uber, for having a particular first name. We'll find out what that name is and listen to your dispatches when we come back. You're listening to The News Junkie on Real Radio.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Heading through the city, there's a bit of delays eastbound on I-4 approaching Colonial Drive. You can expect your regular delays on I-4 before US 27 and after State Road 429. No major problems on Florida's Turnpike. Traffic is up to speed on State Road 429 and the Greenway. You can expect your regular delays where Vine Street meets John Young Parkway. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Moments like my daughter telling me a new joke mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Oh, hi. My air conditioner is blowing hot.
For air conditioners making a funny noise, press 1.
No, it's...
Try to listen to the whole message before making a selection.
Sorry.
For air conditioners blowing cold, but not quite cold enough, press 2.
No, it's blowing hot.
I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, can we speed this up?
Don't get grumpy with me, or I'll take you back to the main menu.
No, anything but that. Please don't send me back to the main menu.
Fine, but I'm watching you.
Bet if I'd called Frank Gay, I'd already be getting my problem solved.
But you didn't call Frank Gay. So, what do we do now?
I'm calling Frank Gay.
When your air conditioner is blowing hot, you need a solution now. A helpful operator to guide you, all your options explained, and your problem fixed fast. That's the Frank Gay way.
If you're ready to pull your hair out, press 7.
Ah! FrankGayServices.com.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Takeback Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
In this week's Marketers Report, Angela Zapata, CMO Hyundai Motor America, discusses measuring audio.
The measurement capability within audio, I think, surprised all of us. We have seen a huge return on our investment. Seeing real numbers has helped us continue to invest.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the data, audiences, and influencers you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. Navage. Breathe easy.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life. In Office Orlando.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance. and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Hi, I'm Graham Class, host of Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast. Join me for Season 2 as we explore the future of technology evolving today. In each episode, I'll speak with the minds transforming medicine, healthcare, retail, entertainment, personal computing, and more with the help of AI. Join me every other Tuesday and explore the latest technology changing our world today and creating a more accessible tomorrow. Listen to Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, HAPPY, Happy, happy. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Preparing you for the impending robot uprising. This is the News Junkie.
Right now, Sabrina.
What do you mean?
You're getting a lot of bird people. Like,
I thought you meant into lesbians.
No.
I thought you meant into saying pop.
Oh. It's a lot of things, and I will add it to the list. But yeah, we're getting some birders.
We're getting more bird stuff. There's plenty of bird stuff going by. You want to hear from these people?
Oh yes, please.
It's we have a dispatch from Bruise Traveler who says he's also now a bird guy.
Hey guys, I'm 42 years old and I got into birding. You see, I got into photography a few years ago when I needed a new hobby, and I like to do astrophotography. But, when the skies are cloudy and stuff, I decided to test it out and take some pictures of birds, and then I found myself liking it. And I thought my life would be more than this, and instead, living in Titusville, Black Point Wildlife Refuge area, and
you don't got to be so down on yourself for the bird stuff.
I literally had no other choice. The only other option was to jump off a bridge, but I guess I'll do birding. You're not selling it, my friend. But thank you so much for your dispatch.
You want to see if Chaos is selling it?
I hope so.
This is Chaos with the dispatch. Bird log.
What is up, news junkies? Minus news junkie. Whatever. It works. Sabrina, you gotta enjoy yourself a nice pop. I love it. And Josh, I'd like to challenge you on bird law. Do you really know about bird law?
Huh?
I'd like to challenge you on that. All right? Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop.
I'm very well versed in bird law, actually.
All right. Name it. Tell us some bird laws.
Go ahead.
Tell us the Bird Bill of Rights.
Please do.
You want me to run through the whole 86 article Bird Bill of Rights right now?
Let's start with the first 20.
If there's anything we've got, my friend, it's time. Plenty of time.
Literally.
Sweet, sweet, tender time.
If you could do us the honors.
Lay one bird law on us.
Okay. All birds must sit upon power lines in order to confuse humans. That's bird law number 1.
I'm sorry.
I think there's 80 pages of it.
Bird law number 2, in case you're wondering, thou shalt share seed amongst the bird community.
What kind of seed?
And whatever seed's available.
Interesting.
All right.
Hey, I've noticed that the woodpeckers love a good sunflower.
Yeah?
Besides the actual.
Do you have sunflowers?
Yeah, it's a mixed. It's a mixed for sure.
Oh, you have sunflower seeds.
I have a birdhouse in the backyard that does not have a camera, but boy, am I tempted. And that seems to have like its own group of birds. And then the front one is just for the cardinal couple, which here's a fun bird fact for you. Cardinals, from what I understand, mate for life.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have partners. So if you see the red one, that's the male. And the brown one is always the female. And they're always together.
They don't have divorces.
Hobby, man. This is the way that the complete silence really brings it home.
Texting service. You've got people on your side. It may not be.
Both of you be on my side for interesting radio, please.
He knows about bird law. I don't know any bird laws, but and I'm not saying I'm against you. I don't have very interesting stuff that happens on my outdoor cameras.
Oh,
besides,
but you got that drone.
I do. I have the drone.
This close to getting one after you showed it to me. Clips.
Do you have the fever? You want
drone fever?
But here's the thing. It's like I will get this glimpse of a fever, and I have an entire room of my house where all of the dead fevers lie.
All your
I'll
hobby
get excited.
fevers.
Yeah, I mean, I had bought this awesome. It was like a Boss R something, which allows you to loop beats and like use your microphone.
The one that Mark Rebele uses,
Yeah.
I think.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm getting that. And then I got it, and I is now collecting
Start
dust.
busking.
You've
Get
never
out on the streets.
I remember you brought it into the studio,
Yeah.
and we hooked it up, and
I
we were going
used
to play with it.
all of 5 times. But one of these days, I'm definitely going to get
It
down
looks
to
fun.
It looks expensive.
it. Sure.
How much was it?
It was not cheap. I'll tell you that much.
400.
But I've seen. I don't remember.
500.
Definitely around between $400 and $500.
Hang on. Boss RC Loop Station.
But the amount of points I got on my credit card is going to work out in the end.
That's worth it.
I'll
alone.
definitely get myself an insulated water bottle.
The RC 202, was that what it was?
Sure.
I don't know. It was $300-400.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
I'll have that for sale soon. Any other dispatches about the birds?
Not about birds.
Okay.
We have. This person says that in Pennsylvania, the noisy car thing will get you a ticket. This is D. Browning.
Hey, news junkies. My name's Dave.
Hi, Dave.
I do know for a fact if you're driving through Pennsylvania with a really noisy car, they'll pull you over and give you a ticket in a heartbeat because I got one.
Are you okay?
Okay, but see, here's the thing,
All right,
though.
talk to you later. Bye, junkies.
I thought he was done.
Yeah, he thought I was dead, too.
Is it so? But noisy car, we are talking about like the actual noise of the engine and the muffler versus like a very loud car music system.
Nobody seems to be elaborating on that. It's just they keep saying loud car. They don't say if it's loud speakers or if it's like the engine revving up too much and it's a big loud engine, or if it doesn't have whatever the thing that makes the muffler really loud.
Carbon dioxide?
Catalytic converter.
Catalytic converter. That's what it is. That's the one that all the people steal because it's got like a precious metal inside
All the
it.
precious metals.
Which metal was it? Is it platinum?
Chrome.
Cadmium, nickel, copper, I think.
Something
I don't know.
about.
Someone that knows catalytic converters, let me know.
My favorite part is that there is a place that has yet to be shut down that takes all the Cadillac. What is it?
Catalytic
Converters. And
they just buy them.
And they have yet to be shut down.
Then you got your meth monies.
Shower thought for you. Any other dispatches?
Let's see. Let's talk to Lisa G. Has a dispatch for us.
Sabrina, C-Lane, Josh, happy Monday. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. Sabrina, C-Lane, Josh, y'all are holding it down today. Sabrina,
Barely
you're doing
holding.
a great job, girls. Keep it up.
Okay.
If you guys get bored, I know you guys discussed this like a week or two ago, but that octopus that the father bought for the kid, It is quite interesting if you actually watch the TikTok or Instagram posts. It is very, very crazy that they had the leak. They had 50 baby octopi, but it's actually it's quite interesting. So
I haven't watched any of the octopus TikTok from the guy who bought his kid the octopus, but I have, because we were talking about it last week, kind of followed up on the Florida story where the two women were going to drive like down the coast, like all the way to Key West in Power Wheels, and they're still going.
So that was like, what, a month and a half ago?
Yeah, it was.
Do they not have jobs?
I feel like you could walk faster.
I feel like they don't have jobs, Sabrina. I think you hit the nail on the head. Or their job right now is whatever, if they're getting any sweet TikTok monies, because the girl TikToks about it every day. And it's like, here's where we are. We had to backtrack a little bit because of the cheap hotel in the area. We can't have upstairs rooms because we can't get our Power Wheels up a flight of stairs.
Oh, my God.
It's very...
Could you imagine? And they make more money than all of us.
I hope
and
not.
They just
That'd
have to
nice.
drive a Power Wheel down the road.
Yeah.
Well, hurricane season's coming up, so let's see how that fares for them if they can't get to Key West.
Good luck in your Power Wheels when a hurricane's blowing.
I would hope that once they get to Key West, they just destroy the Power Wheels and book a plane ticket and be done with all this nonsense. I think if I were them, I would never want to be in a Power Wheels again. And 6-year-old me just smacked me for saying that.
I wanted one so bad growing up, and my parents refused, and I'm glad that they did. I mean, obviously, it was extremely expensive, and there was 4 children. I'm being the eldest, but did I always go to Mary Ann's house? I wanted to go hang out at Mary Ann's just to do what? Drive the Power Wheel.
Oh. Damn right.
Kind of a bitch move on my part, because I was like, this is your house and your Power Wheel, but I'm driving it now.
Give me the keys.
Ashley has already looked up if we can get a tiny motorized little Dodge Ram for Jackson.
Oh, please do.
A little tiny little Dodge Ram, and trying to figure out what's the age at which we can get that for him. Is there one where we could just put him in one right now and remote control it? Because that would be the adorable thing. But
you can't find one online?
I don't know.
All right, listeners.
Something that we've Googled.
Tipsofthenewsjunkie.com. Sean's going to be very confused, but he'll forward the emails, I'm sure. And any more dispatches before we go into what's happening on the next episode?
You want to do one more?
Yes, please.
Here's Big T with a dispatch about Discamp, I think.
Good after morning news junkies. So just wanted to say you guys are all doing a fantastic show on the day, especially Josh. I know he is working his butt off. And also just wanted to say, had a great time out this weekend with the Salty crew at the Fox. Good hanging out with you guys, and looking forward to next week and camping in 2 weeks. So
Fun.
with that, Big T out. Wiggle, wiggle, pop, pop, peeps.
So every single weekend they're doing a get-together?
They do little hangouts, little get-togethers, I guess.
Okay.
Vibing.
Yeah. I don't think camping is going to be... I don't think camping is going to be for me for the next couple years.
Why? You can't bring a baby to camp?
Yeah, that's exactly the reason.
He needs the baby Dodge Ram first.
Right. And a baby tent? How cute would that be?
Why wouldn't he just sleep with us?
Because a baby tent would be cuter.
Let him have some independence.
Okay.
Thank you.
Baby tent will be first.
We had baby tents, and we turned out just fine.
Look at me. I still live in my baby tent.
All right. Good for you. Congratulations on the tent.
Wish your dad would have used a baby tent.
Coming up next.
Me too. Would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Coming up on the show, the next episode with Sabrina. What's coming up on the next episode?
What's coming up on the next episode? Talk about awkward. Michael Douglas, he's 79, and he went to his kid's college for Parents' Day. But guess what he was not called? Hint, Dad. We also have a woman who stalked Harry Styles. She's now banned and jailed, but it's her stalking that is all of the directions.
This was insane.
Plus, let's get that blood pressure up and see who's in the 2024 class of inductees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. All that and so much more, yeah! Coming up on the next episode.
All that plus your dispatches coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Did Angelique and Daisy get lost?
I hope they're kissing.
Oh, God almighty.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Central Florida, I'm Fox 35 Storm Team Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast, and we are going to be looking at a beautiful day all across Central Florida. Temperatures will be pleasant and well below average with low humidity. Plan for a high of 78 degrees in Orlando this afternoon with increasing sunshine. Temperatures will hover right around the low to mid 80s through the end of this week, and we stay rain-free all the way through the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
Sunshine came softly through my window today.
Florida truly is the Sunshine State, and it shows in everything we grow. When you shop, choose fresh from Florida.
'Cause I made my mind up, you're going to be mine. I'll tell you right now.
Fresh from Florida. There's sunshine in every bite.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Committing to saving for 4 years of college can be stressful for families. Not to worry, Florida Prepaid has a plan for you. The reality is, most parents don't cover all of their child's college costs. A Florida Prepaid 1-year university plan lets you start small and add a year at a time as your budget allows. The plan starts at just $34 a month, the lowest plan price in 10 years. Remember, any amount you save today means less debt for them tomorrow. Florida Prepaid open enrollment ends April 30th. Find your plan today.
Are you bogged down with constant sneezing, watery eyes, and congestion? Do you get sinus headaches and infections? No one should have to suffer season after season. And thanks to Aspire Allergy and Sinus, treating your allergies is easier than you think. With personalized treatment plans tailored to your needs and budget, you can say goodbye to allergy and sinus issues for good. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. Aspire Allergy and Sinus, where relief is just around the corner. AspireAllergy.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Taking drugs very seriously, especially right before the show. This is the...
I think legally anything's wrong here, but I want to know.
You're talking about that rejoin because
no, that slaps. There's
she's
no
not
reason.
here anymore.
There's no reason to have anything wrong with
That
the
was
rejoin.
imaging that got banned.
Oh
yeah. They're like,
That's
you shouldn't
fine.
tell them you do drugs, but
It's,
now, I mean, come on, it's prescribed.
Cats away, mice will play. No, I want to know if when,
Am I right?
when this kind of lawsuit comes up, does the lawyer involved go like, yes, absolutely, can't wait for this, or if it's just like, oh gosh, like another one of these? Because there's a man in Texas, Shane Waldrop, is suing the Cinemark movie theater chain. You guys have been to a Cinemark theater before?
I'm sure I have in the
The one
past.
downtown was Cinemark for a while, I thought, or did it? I think it got bought up, but wasn't it Cinemark
I
when it
was
first
a Regal
opened?
gal for a long time, and then
Always struck me as a Regal gal.
thank you. And whatever the one was downtown, like I had the rewards for each of them, And-
Along with the movie pass.
yes. Ugh, don't bring that up.
There is a man
Waste of
suing
my money.
Cinemark movie theaters, the movie theater chain that I believe is based in Texas, based in Plano. And he says that they're accusing them of deceptive and otherwise improper business practices. The issue is with the packaging and the serving size of the company's 24-ounce drink container because it only holds 22 ounces of drink.
Excuse me?
That is unacceptable. That means this nerd took his cup home from the movie theater. He did not discard it in the waste bin. He took it home because he goes, I don't think this is 24 ounces worth.
How much money is he going to make after starting all of this? Like, does the first person who brings up this lawsuit, but it becomes a class action, maybe, yeah, definitely Mo this. Does the first person to bring it up get the most money, or they're still up for like $3.47?
I think you should get a bigger chunk. Like, I think the lawyer or the law firm, if this goes class action, should kick you a little like finder's fee. He says this is especially misleading. The 24-ounce drink should provide a deal for consumers over the 20-ounce drink's price, but due to the actual volume, the price is 40 cents per ounce, making the larger drink more expensive per ounce, which is not a deal at all. And so he is bringing the suit for himself and all other persons nationwide, he says.
It's the $5 footlong suit all over again.
It is. I don't. Do they still call them footlongs?
No, I believe
over
they
there?
have 6 inches for $6 now.
6 inches for $6?
I think so.
In Biden's America?
Yeah, I know, right?
All right.
Shrinkflation, am I right?
Are we ready? We got a second? We need to do a dispatch? Okay, dispatch. All right, over to the dispatches, newsjunkie.com. You can go to the website and record your first dispatches. Let's go with Insecure Walrus. He sends in a dispatch.
Hey guys, way to hold down the fort today in Shawn's absence. Hope everything's okay. Bad news, according to Facebook at least, as of late February, our beloved Johnny Tempo has left the stage.
No!
I don't have any official records, but just doing some sleuthing on Facebook.
That wasn't his born
appears
name, legal
he's
name.
left the building.
Oh, man.
Thanks for the memories.
Fatality. I'm sad now. Johnny Tempo.
This one's to you, Johnny T. Thank you so much for the memories. Wish someone would have told us when you actually died so we could have not mentioned it 2 years later.
Better late than never.
No, he said late February, so we're only a couple months behind.
But to his family that perhaps listens, I think that's how we got connected with each other.
Mrs. Tempo? I believe there was a Mrs. Tempo. We met her.
There was, no, she dressed to the nines.
Yeah, that's
very
right.
Sparkly dress.
That was a very sparkly dress.
Well,
All
if anyone knows him, please, give our condolences to the family of Johnny Tempo. Always thinking of you, buddy.
Our best regards. All right, you ready now?
I'm a little sad now, but
So, aside from being sad, we need to wash that all out, wash all the sadness. Let's get into it. Let's do the next episode.
Okay.
Because there's a lot on TV, and you can't possibly keep up with all of it, even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
Drums, man.
Drums, man.
The drums, man.
Yeah, no,
the drums. I recognize them right away, man.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with Sabrina.
Hey, smoke weed every day.
So weird.
Hold up.
Empty room party.
I know.
Looks fun in there.
He has that whole damn room to himself with the lights.
Yeah.
Here we are cramped up in these little cubicles. But we love it. And you know who is going to make your life a little bit better? Perhaps you're stuck in a cubicle that is your home and you want to buy your first dream home. Well, you got to work with that mortgage guy, Don. He is there to help you out, make sure you get the best deal, explain all of the process. And if you go to the website right now, thatmortgageguyDon.com, you'll see very easy to navigate through. And any question you have direct access to the man himself. Check it out now. Or, maybe listen to this segment and then check it out by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with that mortgage guy, Don.
Speaking of the cubicle thing that you were mentioning, I was listening on the way in. You remember you said you met the dispatcher that chimed in earlier, Melinda?
Yes.
With the accent?
Lovely.
And
chime in more, please.
She was sitting in with the morning show, and I heard on the way in that she saw Jack's desk there outside and was very underwhelmed. She was like, "That's it? That's
we
Jack's
used to
office?"
have offices.
We did.
He did used to have a large office.
We had the office, and that when we first moved into the office, started the show almost, our 11 years coming up in June. They put the cubicle inside of the office, which made it extremely cramped. But once upon removing it and getting desks that kind of made it an open space, I got to go through and throw away all of the crap that was 90s radio.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good stuff.
A lot of crustiness, a lot of sex toys, and then a lot of stuff that I ended up keeping myself because inside of my body is a shock jock, and I know it. Anyways, it was 41 years ago, 1983, this amazing film that I'm first hearing about. Have you heard of Losing It?
No.
41 years ago was released. And
I'm all about keeping it together.
Well, it's you'd be surprised until I give you the description. It starred this guy right here.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is correct. And
Hard to guess.
41 years ago, in this film, Losing It, as it was released, he starred a teenager who crosses the border to Tijuana to lose his virginity.
Oh, that's what they're losing.
So,
Tale as old as time.
all the way in Tijuana.
It's like the 80s version of American Pie.
I guess so. But he didn't bang a pie. He
That
just
was
went to Tijuana.
That was the whole goal, right? In American Pie, it was like, we're going to have sex before we graduate.
La Madre de Stifler.
And then that he acted older. Old soul guy was the one who banged Stifler's mom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Jack Earl Haley played one of Tom's friends, and that's the only fact I have about Losing It.
Who the hell?
Who the hell? How about this person right here?
Taylor Swift.
Because they can't stop talking about it. Tortured Poets Department. If I see one more Instagram or TikTok about this damn album, I think I may get on the over it train. Choo-choo.
I have a theory right now that I've slowly concocted over the weekend. I think there are two camps. There's Camp Taylor with Tortured Poets Department.
Sure.
And Camp Beyonce with the Cowboy Carter. And
but they go with each other. Taylor is
they
featured.
pretend to. But
Taylor is credited as a backup singer for one of the songs. Don't see that for Tortured Poets.
Why?
Did you know that?
She didn't invite Beyonce to her department?
I guess not.
There's a divide.
And there's also a big divide on an app called Spotify. Are you familiar?
Yeah, I think I've heard of it.
Obviously not as good as iHeartRadio.
I've deleted it more times than I've downloaded it.
Well, they have the record for most streamed album in a day, and that goes to Tortured Poets Department. Taylor is also the most streamed artist in a day, and Fortnite is the most streamed song in a day, and that's the one with the Post Malone, right? When
About
she
playing
announced
Fortnite.
Oh, was it?
No.
Oh, because I I've logged into Fortnite thinking that she was going to do like one of those concert things.
The song about 2 weeks.
And it turns out it's just about, it features Ethan Hawke and Josh Charles in the music video. And Josh says he had to keep it quiet and didn't even tell his children.
Why would he?
Some other fun
He probably
facts.
don't want to tell the kids will tell everybody.
Emma Stone is credited with contributing, quote, oddities to the song Florida, and no word on what that means at all.
All right.
New album got a terrible review from Pace Magazine, but they didn't even publish the critic's name, like you mentioned earlier, C-Lane, because they were afraid of the Swiftie backlash. And apparently Pace writer who gave Taylor's album Lover a bad review in 2019 was greeted with threats of violence, so... No byline for them.
That's not the fan base you want to mess with.
No,
you
by
know
no
they got a lot of heavy hitters.
Why are they so violent?
I don't know. But why is this? I think it's just the age of battles, Josh.
Oh.
Because it continues, and this has nothing to do with Taylor Swift. What?
Taylor Swift wasn't able to comment on this thing?
Oh, God. You know what? You're right. She actually wasn't available at all.
Why not?
Because she's dead.
Thank you so much. God, it's an itch that needs to be scratched every time.
Feels good.
David Beckham is suing Mark Wahlberg, of all people, but I'm excited to see that court case for screwing him over. I'm just going to play that when I don't know what to say next. Back in 2021, Beckham became a brand ambassador for Marky Mark's fitness company, F45 Training. Obviously, we're all familiar with it based on the size of our traps.
Did not know
calves.
he had a fitness company.
But he claims the partnership cost him not one, not two, but 10 million buckaroos.
Does he still have the burger joint? Because it seems like having a burger joint and a fitness company at the same time is sort of like...
Or hand in hand, if you think about it.
Wahlburgers.
Yeah.
Did you get fat from our burgers? Well, come to our gym.
Guess what? You're going to lose it, and then you're going to run like on Transformers.
That's right. Cars.
Oh, my God.
Cars.
I was in Boogie Nights, and now I'm upset about it, so download the Catholic app.
Have you seen my chest where I wrote Nicole Forever?
He did?
That's a particular movie, and I forget the name of that. That's Reese Witherspoon, one of the earlier ones.
Smart. Fear?
Anyways, so we have the big lawsuit coming up. 2017, a former NFL star, Terrell Owens, said that that same fitness company owed him $700,000. So we shall see what happens, or we won't. Gosh, time does fly when you're just yapping along. So let's do this. The Wiggles done made themselves, and I quote, an EDM album.
What?
All right.
All day, and I'm please forgive me.
You don't already have a trap remix of Fruit Salad?
No, of course I do. That's not what I wanted to play. That's right, the Wiggles are coming to a rave near you, my friends. Their new EDM album, it's called The Wiggles Sound System Rave of Innocence. It features 14 Wiggles classics remixed as EDM songs. And we also have remixes by DJ Dorothy. There's no place like home as long as you're on ecstasy.
So true.
Wiggle
I've been
John
saying that.
Pierce, the twin brother of the Purple Wiggle, Lenny Pierce, and marking the debut of the Wiggles sound system, a press release described the album as an electrifying fusion of nostalgia and party-starting techno beats.
Has there been anybody who's just like dropped a Wiggles tune at EDC just to see what people do?
I would not be surprised.
They lose
at
their
all.
minds.
They have the Monkey Dance, Rockabye Your Bear, all remixed, Hot Potato, Henry the Octopus, BINGO, Toot Toot Chugga Chugga Big Red Car,
You could be making all of these up. I only know hot potato and fruit salad.
Toot toot chugga chugga big red car is
No,
a
my
banger.
kid listens to Coco Melon, and some of those songs are so lazy.
Toot toot, chugga chugga, toot toot, big red car. On the boob tube, we have American
Why
Idol.
did it get porno-y at the end there?
Know.
This is for kids.
Not when they're on ecstasy.
Yeah, it's the rave of innocence, remember?
Boof, boof. Boof, boof. That's, by the way, a term for putting drugs up your butt. We also have Fern Brady, Autistic Bikini on Netflix.
What?
Deal or No Deal Island, and you can catch Kim Kardashian and Real Estate on Kimmel. Follow your dreams and me on Instagram at Sabrina Ambra, and most importantly, stay with me, you boofs.
Smoke weed every day. Thank you, Sabrina. We got more next. That Uber story we got to pay off. Plus, I didn't know that you weren't allowed to have this kind of meat. We'll get into that and more on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
The right lane is blocked on I-95 northbound just before US 92 International Speedway Boulevard. There's stop-and-go traffic on I-4 eastbound before US 27 and after State Road 429, and a bit of congestion on Florida's Turnpike between State Road 429 and State Road 408 due to debris in the road. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's Savings. Now that's speaking the Lowe's language. And with My Lowe's Rewards, your savings just keep coming with members-only offers. Learn more about our new loyalty program at Lowes.com/MyLowe'sRewards. Subject to terms and conditions, see Lowes.com/terms for details.
Are you ready to put some cash in your pocket? Because Real Radio is giving you a chance to win $1,000 by putting $1,000 in your hand. You know the deal with our national contest. We'll give you a keyword at the top of every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. And all you have to do is enter it on our website at realradio.fm for your chance to win. With 13 chances every weekday, you'll have plenty of opportunities to win $1,000 in your hand. But there is a catch, because there's always a catch. Right. If you get a call, you need to answer your phone. That's right. The key to winning is picking up your phone when we call. So don't send us to voicemail. This contest brought to you locally by Mills Air.
Mills Air, been in business since 1992. That's over 30 years. Carrier factory authorized dealer. Rebates up to $1,275 for brand new Carrier units. Turn to the experts. Carrier. And you can always turn to the experts at millsair.com.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Looking for more than just a job? If you're mechanically inclined, an auto mechanic, certified welder, machinist, or a CDL driver with a strong work ethic, Ring Power, your North and Central Florida Caterpillar dealer, is the place. Whether you're beginning your career or making a change, Ring Power has apprenticeship and paid training for qualified candidates to help become skilled technicians. Join us at our Orlando facility career fair on Saturday, April 27th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information or to pre-register, visit jobfair.ringpower.com/Orlando. Join a winning team. Join Ring Power.
Hey there, it's Russ Rollins. I'm talking to all the homeowners out there who are tired of staring at their cold swimming pools. It's time to stop wasting money on a pool that you can't use. With Solar Source, you can enjoy your pool year-round like I do. Top 5 things Solar Source customers do after solar heating their pools? Well, spend time with your family. Go nighttime swimming. You got movie nights in the pool. You got water workouts and much more. Friends of mine, friends of Russ Rollins, can save big money when scheduling a free consultation today at solarsource.com/monsters. Don't wait any longer. Start enjoying your pool again with Solar Source.
Enjoying the news junkie? You've probably heard a ton of injury attorney commercials, but if you're injured and need a lawyer, who's the right lawyer for you? That's why we offer our 30-day risk-free trial. If you are not 100% satisfied with the way we treat you in your case within the first 30 days, you can take your file back and you owe us nothing. No fees, no costs, and no questions asked. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com. Go to JustCallMo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando attorney.
Help DEA keep our communities safe and healthy by participating in National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, Saturday, April 27th. Take action right in your own home by cleaning out your medicine cabinet of unneeded medications. Keep them safe, clean them out, take them back. Find a collection site near you at DEATakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent prescription drug misuse before it starts. That's DEATakeback.com.
It starts with heart, determination, and drive. From every player and every fan. From every neighborhood, on every street, and in every home. Everyone plays a part. Orlando, it's the 2024 playoffs. Everybody in. Presented by Advent Health. Learn more at orlandomagic.com/playoffs.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Think identity theft won't happen to you? Think again. There's a new victim every 3 seconds in the U.S., over 15 million this year alone, and many don't even know they're victims. LifeLock alerts you to identity threats you could miss even when you monitor your credit. If your identity's stolen, a dedicated U.S.-based restoration specialist will work to fix it. No one can prevent all identity theft, but everyone can save up to 25% their first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Find out at whenyouneedus.com or dial pound 546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Wooing lovers with charm and fart jokes since 20.
Afraid to play dispatches right now.
Also, if I did this rejoin already, sorry.
I think you did, but it's okay.
It's still good.
Yeah, it was worth doing twice.
I mean, I got another one if you want. We got.
Then I have to hit the button again and mute it.
Yeah. Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, because the people can't hear it. Hey, welcome back to the News Junkie.
Why is it so fast?
Dispatch, go to thenewsjunkie.com. And if you're watching, you can watch on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie, or listen, of course, on your radio and on iHeartRadio. So there goes the things I had to say. Play that dispatch.
I have one for Josh about bird law. This is from somebody called Mode.
This is Attorney Mo DeWitt.
Oh, Moses.
And I just want to say, whenever I need a bird law expert, I give Josh Fowler a call. He is the preeminent expert in bird law, in my opinion. Bird law, just call Fowler.
We're working on it.
Whoa, did you do that? I thought Moses put that in there for a second.
Oh, no. I got it.
I don't know what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
That is...
Same here, bro.
No, okay. No, not that.
Why are we here?
I don't know what I'm doing right now that keeps causing my camera to do this thumbs down thing. Like, I wasn't actually putting my thumbs down. Like, if you do that for too long, it does like that little thing. But it was just doing it on its own.
Well, try smiling more. How about that?
Does that mean
sweetheart,
that today I look like a gigantic thumbs down? Because that's just that's gonna do wonders for my self-esteem.
It's okay. You'll be all right. Let's get that self-esteem back down where it belongs by playing some more dispatches.
All right.
I can't speak.
Here's Pizza Peisenberg with a dispatch. We'll let him speak.
Yoski Chodes. It's a sad day in dispatch landia. First Bert Bubba Wilson, now Johnny Tempo. No!
Heaven's a cool place, though.
Somewhere in Nashville, somebody just drove by a Amazon truck, and they're like, "Why is the driver screaming like that?" Very odd. Let's go to Guitar Slinger with a dispatch.
Here's the deal, as far as I know, for loud cars. They can pull you over if your exhaust is too loud, and the citation is if you've changed the muffler out.
What?
That's it?
That's it. Okay.
You just stopped mid-sentence.
I thought he was going to come back like the other guy at the very end.
Okay. Thank you for nothing, I guess.
Watch like 2 minutes from now. He's like, all right, thank you so much. Have a good one. Love the show.
Sabrina teased us earlier, and I thought this was kind of an interesting story because I didn't know that there was any sort of filter on Uber for what your name is. And there's got to be somebody else that's got a name that is like offensive to people.
Like Joshua?
Yeah, that name sucks.
Yeah. But Uber has had to apologize to this woman and reinstate her account after banning her. They said sorry to Miss Swastika Chandra.
No effing way.
You okay, Josh?
I was drinking coffee in the middle of
That's not her given name.
That's her given name. She explained that it means good luck in Sanskrit, where she grew up in Fiji. It actually does.
It's technically true.
This is one of those
but Fiji is aware of what happened with the swastika after the origin.
This is one of those like Hitler ruined it for us kind of deals.
Right.
Like tiny mustaches.
Exactly like tiny mustaches.
Poor Charlie.
Says, I was putting in an order for food one afternoon and went to the payment stage, and this pop-up came and said, your first name is in violation and you need to change your name on the app.
What is the nickname for swastika?
Swasi.
God.
Okay, Swasi, what's up?
I would have changed my name so long ago.
Or Tika. I would call her Tika.
Tikka masala.
Oh, Tika, that's an interesting name. What's that short for?
Swastika, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Because my parents love me.
Not the Jews, though.
She told the program she understood her name's association with Adolf Hitler's Nazi party, but she was proud of it and she wouldn't change it for anyone. She said they don't know that the Hindus used it for thousands of years before Hitler used it the wrong way.
Right, but it's not coming back. Like, there is never going to be a resurgence and, like, a new face for the swastika. Like, that has now been imprinted.
We're going to rebrand it.
Yeah, there's no rebranding for the swastika. As much as people want to try, I mean, maybe that's my own opinion. If anyone wants to tell me otherwise, please send a dispatch.
I think you got to rotate it a certain way for it to be like
I think it'll
good
still
luck
look like
Indian
a
way.
swastika.
I mean, it does.
I think it goes the other direction for good luck.
Like backwards.
Don't quote me
I
on
think
that.
regardless of the direction,
I'm
it
not
looks
well versed
like a
in
swastika.
swastikas.
Wow. I'm getting the.
You're married to a Jewish woman.
I'm getting the inkling that Sabrina's very anti-swastika.
I am. Call me crazy, but I am.
The Jewish Board of Deputies at NSW, I think that's New South Wales because this is an Australian news outlet, said they also backed Sandra. And in a statement to news.com.au, Uber said it has apologized to Swastika Chandra and acknowledged its review of the matter took longer than it wanted. They are committed to facilitating a safe and welcoming environment for all users. Now I want to know what name could make it even worse.
I mean, the N-word.
Ooh, that would be very risky.
But then again, like, we talked about this a few months back. Like, someone tried to name their child Adolf or something, right? And they denied it. Was that in the U.S.?
I thought it was a curse word. I thought it was something more than just like a name that's associated with bad stuff. But
little C word. You're so cute.
Could you imagine, like, if when we had Jack, we had little Jackson. They come around and
they called him the F word for gays.
They want you. Gosh, if they
it flows with Lane.
They give you the what?
What it does?
I mean,
bop bop Lane.
You did in middle school too. So
oh, see Lane, that's okay.
What road do you live on?
But they said. I got it. They bring by the form that you fill out to get the child's
having a moment like
Social Security.
That's So Raven, where it's just like all of his life flashes back before.
Oh my God!
You fill out the Social Security card form and put the name on there, and then you hand it to the lady. If I had handed that to the lady and it said just something atrocious on it, is it on her to be like, no, I'm not doing that? Or is like you have to take it to like a judge
manager, for sure.
That's over to Palm Beach County. There's a 39-year-old man who's been accused of something I did not realize was illegal. I didn't know you weren't allowed to have this stuff. But it's Lazaro Rodriguez, and they said he's accused of possessing horse meat with the intent to be consumed by humans.
Oh,
which makes you kind of wonder if you're allowed to just have horse meat for other reasons, like to feed to your animals.
I think
for
that
funsies.
I think you can do that, but how do you determine horse meat that is ready for human consumption? Is it a little cute, like butterfly cut, and that makes it not ready for a lion or something?
It says the sheriff's office executed a search warrant to recover stolen property and related documents, and a detective found cuts of meat in the kitchen and laundry room, some of which appeared to be defrosting. They were found in refrigerators, freezers, and sinks. The detective determined they appeared to come from the same butcher. I know from training and experience, as well as in ongoing investigations of complaints and intelligence gathered, there are slaughterhouses being operated in the Loxahatchee area, which are engaged in illegal harvesting, selling, transportation, and or distribution of animals, including illegal horse meat. I didn't know that there was such a backyard black market for horse meat.
Neither did I. Have you guys tried it?
I've never had it. I've had
Can
ostrich.
I tell you, I would never. I love horses so much that I could never, ever bring myself, except I guess in like post-apocalyptic worlds, that I would eat horse meat.
One of the packages
a little bit about me.
It could be good.
Had the word caballo, which is Spanish for horse.
See,
cabello.
Caballo.
Cabello.
The detective they said a variety of meats were in the house, including pork, chicken legs, pork. They did pork twice there. Empanadas covered in banana leaves.
Wow, they really like dove into all the types of meat there. They could easily be hidden amongst the empanadas.
They were looking for stolen items. They weren't even looking for horse meat, but they seem to have found some. But so if you can't have it for human consumption, is this one of those like buying fireworks kind of deals where you're like, oh, here I'm going to sign this paper because I have a farm and
farm use only.
I'm using the whisker do's and whisker don'ts with or without the swizzle stick to scare birds off of my farm. You're like, okay, guys, I'm buying this horse meat, but I'm just going to feed it to my other animals, not going to eat it. The testing confirmed, and the guy was arrested, and a judge ordered his release on his own reconnaissance, and they're waiting for him to. He's got to go to court now and go do all this legal stuff. Just for having horse meat.
Come on.
I
thought this was a free country.
Without like details, because I can't share them, but I was like recently in a Zoom meeting that was it was a bonding hearing, and they go through I think like 40 or 50 in the first like half of the morning that the judge goes through. And it was someone who either, burglary with a deadly weapon to a guy who stole, what was it, like $100 worth of paper towels from the Dollar Tree. And then another guy whose fish was...
Seems hard to do.
You'd be surprised because that guy was going to jail for it. And another guy who was there for like having too heavy of fish. And it was all in the same docket, like in the same level of crime as someone who had a gun pointed to somebody's head. So I found it to be very interesting.
All
And
right.
that's how
Too
I relate.
heavy of a fish.
Too heavy
You can
of
go
a
to
fish.
jail for that.
No, he did. He couldn't bond out.
knew?
Yeah, and also couldn't speak English.
Man, see, that's one of those things. Like, I don't have a fishing
Not
license.
related, but it was just part of the story.
I don't have like any sort of fishing license or anything, but I feel like that's like the really boring stuff I would have to learn if I wanted to do such a thing.
Sure.
Like, oh, yeah, you can't have this, and it can't be younger than this age. It can't be less than this weight. I've never heard of too heavy a fish, but
But then you sit in a courtroom and the guy next to you is there for attempted murder and you just had a salmon that was a little too heavy. Isn't that wild?
Why am I here with this guy?
Put that on the Mo list, please.
I will put it. It's right there. Typing it in and save.
Perfect.
Did she believe me?
Nope.
I believed you.
Gotta go.
Gotta go? Mm-hmm. All right. We got more of your dispatches coming up. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Hit record on your first dispatch. We'll get to those in just a little bit on the News Junkie.
Real radio is Real Music Weekends. Real Music Weekends this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Watch out for an accident on Colonial Drive, westbound at Ferguson Drive. The right lane is blocked there. There's still delays due to an accident on Spring Garden Avenue, southbound at Glenwood Road. And authorities are still working on that accident off to the side now on I-95 northbound near International Speedway Boulevard. The right shoulder's blocked now. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
You can tell spring is in the air thanks to that thick coat of pollen that covers everything from your car to your house. And if you suffer from allergies, this can be a tough time of the year. So breathe easy this spring with Renewal by Andersen's energy-efficient windows and doors. Improved indoor air quality is just one great benefit. Renewal by Andersen's beautiful design with a variety of color options bumps up your curb appeal too. And during their 30-day spring sale, you can save $325 on every window and $825 on all patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and 0% interest for 12 months. Visit rbafla.com for details. Expires April 30th. Some restrictions apply. And if you're looking for a new career, great news. Renewal by Andersen is now hiring experienced window and door installers. Official partner of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Go to rbafla.com for details. License number CGC 1527613.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo to win. Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
Discover a career that matters at the U.S. Department of Veterans Affairs. Be part of an innovative team delivering world-class health care and benefits to America's veterans. Enjoy robust benefits, work-life balance, and career development opportunities. Join a diverse and inclusive community that values your unique background and skills. A community where nearly 1 in 3 of your colleagues are veterans themselves. Apply now at vacareers.va.gov.
Sunnyside Plumbing.
Yes, I'm concerned about my water heater.
If your concern is of a serious nature, press 1. If it's more of a frivolous matter, press 2.
Doesn't even make sense.
Just press 1 or 2.
Fine.
Fine. What are you so concerned about?
My water heater's like 15 years old, and I'm worried it might...
Oh, this is exciting. Has it burst yet?
Well, no, but...
Only a matter of time. Hey, everyone, 15-year-old water heater, place your bets.
Are you laying odds on when my tank will fail?
Have to make this call interesting somehow.
This would never happen at Frank Gay.
True enough. So, $10 buy-in. What's your guess?
Guess I should have called Frank Gay.
When you need a new water heater, it's no time to gamble. You want your problem fixed fast before it turns into a bigger one. That's the Frank Gay way.
I've got a side bet he'll hang up and call Frank Gay in 3, 2, I win!
FrankGayServices.com.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Hi, I'm Graham Class, host of Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast. Join me for Season 2 as we explore the future of technology evolving today. In each episode, I'll speak with the minds transforming medicine, healthcare, retail, entertainment, personal computing, and more with the help of AI. Join me every other Tuesday and explore the latest technology changing our world today and creating a more accessible tomorrow. Listen to Technically Speaking, an Intel podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. WIN. W-I-N. WIN. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
He can shred a mean guitar, she can beatbox. And with their powers combined...
Listening to us, and you might be confused because Shawn is not here. So instead, we're taking the reins.
That's right.
I'm Sabrina. C-Lane's here. Josh as well. Thank you, Josh, for being with us.
Sorry we didn't put you in the liners, Josh.
Yeah, no, they swear.
Oh, it's fine.
On top of it, Shawn, through whatever is going on, I'm like, can you send me the links for the new rejoins? Didn't download one of them. Completely forgot until
you thanked him and everything. You're like, oh, thank you. This is a big help.
I don't know if he's listening, but yeah, sorry. So I used these are from a really long time ago, and we had, I think, planned to host the show.
Yeah.
But here we are, and with the unplanning, we need your help, and we have dispatches that are ready to play. But if you want to send your take, or perhaps your song, or maybe just a sweet poem, you go to thenewsjunkie.com. and send your dispatch right now. Hit it, C-Lane. What do we got?
Do we want to hear? Guitar Slinger sent in the rest of his dispatch.
Oh, did he? I hope so.
The first one he didn't quite finish, and he's usually good at that. But he says here's the rest of what he had to say.
I don't get that. I played it back and previewed it. The whole thing played anyway. They can cite you for not having original equipment on your vehicle, that you've modified it.
What?
That was the ticket. Of course, at the time I was driving an SS70 1970 Le Mans, and I went to court and told the judge, where am I going to find an original muffler for this? And they threw it out. But that's supposedly the citation.
Wait, there is a ticket you can get for not having the original equipment? What about people that have
Is that part of police training that they could recognize that, or it just happens to be a cop that knows his cars?
You would think it would have to be the latter, because it seems like a big waste of time to go, hey, that's obviously added on to that car. It's not the original equipment.
Time.
You should write them a ticket for that. That just it sounds kind of weird.
It ain't right.
Beard Gang is chiming in about the person who was banned from Uber for having the first name Swastika.
What up, news junkies?
Yo.
Beard Gang here. It's been a little while. But no, man, about that lady getting her name banned. My last name has been banned for many of apps and many of EA Sports games, because when I use my username and I put that in there, Crunk is frowned upon. So
really,
Crunk?
I've had many phone calls trying to fix that, but it is what it is. Anyways, pop.
I mean, I love Crunk, but that is not a popular term anymore.
Of all the things that he could have been banned for, and I
thought for sure he was going to say something we can't use on the radio.
But Crunk, is...
It's a cool last name, actually.
It is. Good for him. But do people even still say Crunk?
No, not really.
I do.
Maybe we should bring it back. That's a fun last name.
Something like your parents would say. If they,
Sabby Crunk.
They'd be like, oh, Crunk's is...
Oh, did you have a good weekend out
Mr.
there getting
Crunk.
crunk?
All day.
Is it? I mean, he said he's had to have multiple phone calls or emails to different places
with EA Sports, even
who reject his name.
They're right down the road, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go talk to him after the show
about Mr. Crunk.
Yeah. Tell us about Crunk.
Huh?
All right. Let's hear from Snob Wasson. Has a dispatch.
What up, junkies? Hey, guys, you're rocking it. I know I'm blackballed, and I apologize for saying the S word, and I know I won't get on for a long, long time, but keep rocking it, doing an awesome job. But yes, get outside of the U.S., guys, and you can eat any animal you freaking want.
Damn right.
Legitimately. I mean, I'm up for manatee. I really, Shawn brought up a while back. I think manatee would be awesome.
Honestly,
but anyways, that's my 2 cents. Wiggle, pop. Keep rocking it. You guys are awesome.
Rocking it up 3 times.
I didn't even pay attention to the fact that he was blackballed.
We're so
he got through.
Yeah, but it was a short timeout.
Yeah.
So thank you for not dropping the S word, and thank you for dropping the rock word 4 times.
What is the most exotic meat you think you've had?
I think I tried kangaroo by accident.
By accident?
It was like the chili...
fell and landed mouth first on some kangaroo?
The chili cook-off that we did a couple years ago had something, did it not?
Yeah.
I think you're right.
There's a handful of meat. I always see this
handful of meat.
I always see this at the farmer's market, and Ashley's always like,
farmer's
we should...
market are you going to?
The one downtown.
Uh-huh.
They do this, and I think it's kind of cheating, and I don't count it in your what have you tried thing, but there's a lot of beef jerky places who will sell we've got kangaroo jerky, and you're like, I wonder what kangaroo tastes like, but
probably like ass,
but it's it's like a Slim Jim that's mostly pork with some kangaroo meat in it. And so now you're really just making money off the fact that there's a hint of exotic meat in there, which probably wouldn't make a very good jerky if it was by itself. But
and the same goes with manatee. I feel like manatee tastes like a tennis ball when you take the green stuff off.
I've never tasted such a thing.
Rubber. It's just rubber that you could use as a buoy in between a boat, but not something you can actually consume.
There was a bunch of people that dispatched in when we did that horse meat story. And
it's a hot topic, man.
Big fans.
They said
that's not a horse sound.
They said you've obviously never been to Loxahatchee. I didn't know that horse meat was a big thing over there, but some people say it's good, it's delicious, and that they use it in pepperonis in Switzerland. So if you get Swiss pizza, that they have some horse meat in there.
Doesn't sound good.
Sad.
Somebody on the
Poor
texting service
Seabiscuit.
says, Josh, how come you went from Pinkman to Fowler?
One of those is my real last name. I'll let you decide. And also, it was a fateful, dark evening.
Mhm.
I was left alone in the
Talk
rain.
directly into the microphone, please.
I'm too sad to do that, firstly.
Rip Pinkman.
Rip Pinkman. No, I killed him. He's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Shank to
it's
the
okay.
throat.
You can send your dispatch in. Go to thenewsjunkie.com. Log in. Make an account if you don't already have one. Now's the time to do it. And hit record on your first dispatch. We have one more here.
Please do.
Swilly sends in a dispatch
long
about
time.
about his weekend.
Hey everybody, happy today.
Oh.
A hell of a weekend. I stayed pretty busy.
Can we play this?
Worked around the house, putting some plants in.
No, we played his best friend.
Finally got my hair cut, feeling nice and sharp.
Cool.
Went out to the Salty Fox and met up with the boys for some pool and some drinks.
Okay.
You guys are doing a great job. C-Lane, Sabrina, Josh, holding down the fort and sailing the ship, as they say.
Sailing the ship.
Glad you guys finally got
That's
rid of that
what we're
other
doing.
dude. I don't even what was his name.
Huh?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I hope all is well in Shawn's world, and can't wait to have him back. But anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Okay, goodbye.
Glad you told us you were kidding. I really, for a second there, thought that you forgot Shawn's name.
Yeah, that would be awkward.
That guy, he does the show.
And in the meantime, we still want to bring you some content, and we're glad to do it. Before we go to break, I want to tell you, Josh was just talking about how he shanked Pinkman right in the throat.
To death.
And that is
Quickly.
exactly what William Georgitis did. Georgitis. We'll call him Billy G. Now, Billy
Not my
G,
lover.
thanks to a screwdriver, is fully alive now. He was diving for fossils, as people do on their weekends, in Cooper
Cool.
River, South Carolina man, greeted by, of all things, an alligator.
Sabrina, don't let anybody talk down about your bird stuff
Why?
when there's people who dive for fossils.
Thank you. Because I don't know how. Well, all right. So, a little quick sidebar. I did have a hell of a time getting shark teeth over on the west coast of Florida.
When was this? How old were
This
you?
was it was like 2.5 years ago, maybe.
You went on a shark teeth adventure?
Yeah, it was for my very good friend Alex, a friend of the show.
Yeah.
It was his birthday, and then oh god, where did we go? It's the shark tooth capital of the world in Florida. Other side, I feel like it's between Sarasota, something with
Venice,
a V.
Florida?
Venice, yes, Venice Beach, and we went to town. I mean, 4 hours. We had the little siphoning shovels. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That the water comes out. And we got, so many shark teeth, and I was so
You got like a whole
happy.
shark mouth.
I did, and I also learned that you can get sunburn on your calves, the back of your calves, if you don't.
Oh,
because
that's
of the
gotta
reflection.
be
It was a
ouch.
bitch. I gotta tell
Super
you.
annoying.
But boy, did my calves look tan after
That
the
was it?
skin fell off. Anyways, this nerd was going to get some fossils. He was dragged to the bottom of the waterway after meeting up with this alligator, and thanks to a little bit of air remaining in his scuba tank, Mr. Billy Georgitis was able to breathe, and the gator grabbed his arm, started to do the death roll, which is terrifying. And then the gator took him to the bottom of the river. He saw so many cool fossils, but he wasn't able to get them because of the gator. And instead, he grabbed his screwdriver and shanked the gator in order to get out of his mouth.
Hell yeah.
The only thing is, we only have the story from William himself.
Oh, so we have to believe Mr. Georgitis.
That he was able to get out of this gator's mouth by shanking him, and then he had a swim of an estimated 50 feet back up to the surface.
Wow.
And was taken to a
longest
local
50
hospital.
feet of his life.
And now recovering from his injuries. So great job, Billy G.
Thank
You
you.
lived to see another fossil day.
I think the longest swim of my life was the one that took place after Sabrina said she saw a shark in the ocean, and I was like,
You know
"Outta
why
here."
it took so long? Because you didn't believe me for the first 2 minutes. You're like, are you sure?
I thought you were.
I saw a shark, man. Let's go.
It would not have been out of character for you
dare you.
to prank me, to tell me that there's a shark in the ocean, And
50% of me is like, how dare you? The other 50% is you're right. But I swear to God, I saw a shark.
How
man.
funny would it have been to watch me panic for my life in the Bahamas?
We were like a mile out, though. We like really did not look up until we were out there.
I can see why that's funny.
Yeah.
So there was a real shark, and I recently found out that we should not have done any of that and just stayed and had it approached us, punched it in the nose.
Or do the screwdriver thing like the alligator.
So there you have it, my friends. If you have any advice when it comes to deadly animals while you're doing stupid things in the ocean, please be sure to send a dispatch, or perhaps you want to call in and just listen to it ring.
You don't have to.
Forever.
Well, it's so nice of you, Josh.
Dispatch will be the best way to do it. So if you don't know how to send it, go to thenewsjunkie.com. All the directions are there. And when we come back, it is Jury Duty, brought to you by one of the best representatives of the DeWitt Law Firm, and that is Josh Fowler.
That's me.
Yeah, Moses, I believe, gave you all the stories that you need to deliver the greatest jury duty.
He sure did.
To date, and that is a surprise for everybody. So be sure to come back and listen to us. You're listening to the News Junkie on Real Radio.
Something on your mind? Text us at 77031. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings Fantasy.
The Lakers yet again had no answer for the Nuggets in a disappointing Game 1 loss. AD and LeBron were great, but it didn't matter. Denver knows exactly what it takes to win. They can pace themselves, easily shift gears when they need to. LA has to play perfect to beat them for all 4 quarters. Nobody can do that. Denver is the standard. LA is not close. I'm Colin Cowherd.
Check out what DraftKings has to offer this season with code SPORTS, because life's more fun when you're in on the action. DraftKings, the crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Age and eligibility restrictions apply. Void where prohibited. See DraftKings.com for details.
Listen up, my friends. Chances are very high that you're leaving money on the table, so let that mortgage guy, Don, help you get the money off the table and back in your hands where it belongs. Get a free fast quote review at thatmortgageguyDon.com. Hit the compare quote button, and Don will review your quote today. He's going to let you know if you got the best deal or make sure to get you the best deal. He's looking out for you. I mean, what local business do you know that has over 1,000 five-star reviews? Well, that mortgage guy Don does, and that means he has your best interest in mind. He is a friend that is going to help you out and make the process easy for you. So get that process started today by going to thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people, Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Did you know that your largest investment asset might not be your retirement account or home? I'm Jay Jackson, CEO of Abacus Life. Most people don't realize that their life insurance policy is actually an asset they can sell. But for almost 20 years, Abacus has been purchasing life insurance policies from seniors just like you. We've even created a free policy value calculator at abacuspays.com so you can find out in seconds what we might pay for your policy. There are no fees and no obligations, just information. Knowing the value of your life insurance policy is as important as knowing the value of your home, your equity portfolio, or your finances in total. Discover the valuable information you need to understand the current market value for your life insurance, and then get real value from your life insurance when you need it with Abacus. Visit abacuspays.com to learn more and use our free policy value calculator today.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential. But finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations like One Hit Wonders.
This is the story of
Just search One Hit Wonders and listen now on your free iHeartRadio app. Free never sounded so good.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
This earful of real radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
When the optimistic Billy Halpern meets a suspicious end, authorities focus on an ex-cop turned criminal, but the investigation goes nowhere for decades. Listen to the podcast Cold-Blooded as 2 investigators uncover a shocking motive in the pursuit of justice for Billy Halpern.
He was good looking, he was funny, everyone liked him. It's just a shame that they took him from us.
Listen to Cold-Blooded on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and search Cold-Blooded to start listening.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
The biggest stories of the day in all their glory and insanity. You're listening to the News Junkie.
Just a minute.
By the way, that's the Shabooms.
Yeah.
They played it just okay, just this past March, but also in the past. And I saw them at a Soto After Dark this weekend, which was really fun over in the Soto district here in Orlando. But huge fan of the Shabooms, and I love you.
I want to go back and see them when it's not our show that we're doing it, because we had so much to do while they were on stage that I wasn't able to, I wish I could have just, hung in the audience and been like, all right, let's watch the Shabooms. They're amazing.
Every Just Okay, where I'm like, I blacked out, and it's not because of alcohol. It was, so much stuff going on that I don't remember how it went.
Yeah.
And the videos that I see, I'm like, why did I keep doing that one move? I did this stanky leg 15 times.
It's the only move she knows.
No, I know other moves. It's the one I'm most comfortable with.
It's
kill it.
You're the guy from was it Knocked Up when he was doing the roll the dice move? They got to tell him to stop. All he's doing is the roll the dice move. It's the only one he knows. Do you guys remember after the State of the Union?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Well, bear with me. You remember when people were like, somebody gave President Biden an Adderall because he seemed like he was really hopped up on caffeine or something.
Come on, guys, come on,
and he was overdoing it and speaking really fast.
Dead.
And I have to ask, do we have any more of that to give him?
Oh,
because I'm reading this story about how the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea is
he knows how to party.
He's not very pleased with President Sleepy Joe right now, because he was giving a speech to the United Steelworkers, and
as one does.
He was talking about his uncle, who is a war vet, who died in the war.
Okay,
and he mentions, he implies at least, that they never got his body back because he was eaten by cannibals in New Guinea.
Dead.
So, and I go, all right, let's hear this audio, and I pulled it up, and my gosh, it's just it is slow.
And my uncle, they called him Ambrose Brosy, they called him Brosy.
Brosy.
He's a hell of an athlete, they tell me, when he was a kid. And he became an Army Air Corps before the Air Force came along. He flew those single-engine planes as reconnaissance.
Can you pause it for a second, please?
War zones.
I love the idea of everyone's like, hey, let's find the air conditioner, and we'll go ahead and we'll set up the microphones right next to the unit of it.
He said,
and play that.
They never found the body because there were a lot of cannibals for real in that part of New Guinea.
Quote?
Yes, that's what he said, implying that his uncle's plane got shut down, and then all the natives in PNG ate him.
Natives.
Here it is, Jack.
Which is it's a little crazy, and now the Prime Minister, James Marape. It's not a great last name. It's Marape.
Oh, so
James Marape. James Marape.
Doing some Marape.
He has accused Joe Biden of disparaging the South Pacific island nation by implying that an uncle of the president was eaten by cannibals during World War II. And then I was like, I have to hear this audio, and I was like, this is hard to get through.
One of the less boring uncle stories, if you ask me.
If he made it a little exciting, it would have been.
My uncle was eaten by cannibals.
Would have been something. That would have been better. Would have been better than the thing that we got. Where
Pony boy.
Barely get his uncle's name out. Ambrosia.
What's his name? Ambrosia.
His name is Ambrose Finnegan Jr.
Oh, Ambrose.
Hell of an athlete, I hear.
Very close.
Hell of an engineer.
And delicious, from what I understand.
He might have been. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. Let's do jury duty.
Court is now in session, so put your phone down and pay attention before we call the bailiff over to whip your ass. You're now on jury duty with the News Junkie.
That's right, jury duty, and brought to you by Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. Injured on the go. What do you do, gentlemen?
Just call Mo.
That's right. You go to justcallmo.com, or also available on the telephone by calling this number,
1-866-CALL-MO.
I feel like we have not mentioned the phone number in a long time.
That's possible.
He usually repeats it a lot. 866-CALL-MO, 866-CALL-MO.
Or just go to justcallmo.com, and you can also listen to him. I believe he comes in every single week, hopefully this Friday, and he is the best. He's also in the search, for the best chicken parm in the state of Florida and the world.
It's hard work, but somebody's got to do it.
Exactly.
Naturally.
And we love Mo, and we thank him for letting us borrow Joshua.
That is very nice of him to let me out.
Josh, take it away.
All right.
Just kidding. I have the news for you, and just an update on, I think it was like the last couple moments that we were on the air last week.
Yeah.
Where the man set himself on fire near the Trump trial in New York City.
He had a hell of a manifesto, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Sure did.
So had a lot of thoughts about The Simpsons.
I like Shawn had found it after we were off the air and sent over some blurbs. I tried to start reading it, and then I was like, there's only so much of this that I can read because it was a lot, pages and pages. But one of the things that he did mention, I'm trying to pull it up right now. He says, lastly, we string these major discoveries together. Cryptocurrency is an economic doomsday device. Our government is a secret kleptocracy. And kleptocracy. And can you define that? Because you steal?
It sounds like the government is stealing from everybody.
Got it. And The Simpsons exists to brainwash us.
I knew it.
The only research we need is critical thinking, and we're able to piece together the true story of our circumstances.
He died when he did that, right?
He died.
Did he
so
survive?
That was the update that I was going to give you guys. So his name was Max Azzarello. He was a 37-year-old from Florida.
Oh, yeah. I did hear he was from Florida. I think the weird part about him...
I mean, it was a big fire. I'm surprised that he was still alive.
But the manifesto was like in website form.
It was.
And it said...
The headline.
Yeah, it said, I'm the guy that set myself on fire outside of the Trump thing, which means if he died, he posted that, before he did it.
Oh, that was scheduled.
Which is super weird.
Very strange indeed. A lot of people are diving into it, of course, but it's also kind of clear that there was a moment in which he went from zero to a little, I don't want to say crazy, but...
The CNN lady outside of the courtroom...
We have an active shooter, never mind. Fully engulfed in flames, still engulfed, 2 fires. I mean, why would you have, handled that?
I mean, I don't know that I would have done any better, honestly. I probably would have screwed up the whole thing.
Go to commercial.
Exactly.
I would have probably said something inappropriate, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
We're in a medium rare right now.
How do you keep it together? And how do you see somebody doing that across the way from you and not drop a couple holy S-bombs?
Exactly. But they're cable, and if you want to drop some holy S-bombs, you better get it in now, especially if you're doing it on TikTok, because the House has approved a bill to force TikTok a sale or a ban altogether in a vote 360 to 58. It also approved a $95 billion in foreign aid for the Ukraine.
That's a lot of money.
Israel and other U.S. allies. So there you have it, my friends. When we come back, we have to get into your dispatches and some more crazy stories. So be sure to stay tuned and on the edge of your seat, my friends, because you're listening to the News Junkie on what?
Real Radio.
Another story.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Goldsmith Jewelry Shop Traffic Center. Shop the best quality jewelry and lowest price. GoldsmithJewelry.com.
Watch out for an accident on Colonial Drive, westbound at Ferguson Drive. There's slowdowns due to an accident on John Young Parkway, southbound between Columbia Street and Holden Avenue. And authorities are still working on that accident on I-95 northbound just before International Speedway Boulevard. The right shoulder's blocked there. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
What could you do in 15 minutes? How about a premium oil change? At Valvoline Instant Oil Change, our certified technicians will guide you in, use only premium products, and get you back out on the road in no time. Quick, easy, trusted. That's Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Injured on the go? JustCallMo.com.
Join the Monsters in the morning for a live broadcast and a chance to make a difference and help us raise funds for UBIC Food Pantry. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant in Altamont Springs. Reinvent your tradition. Join Russ, Angel, and Ryan along with Amber Nova, Angelique, Daisy Del Toro, Sabrina, and Savannah for a May 3rd Cinco de Mayo celebration. Yeah, we know Cinco means 5, but they're not coming in on Sunday. Donate money and have one of our Monster Girls give you a tequila slap shot, or donate a lot of money to watch Russ Rollins get slapped. What's that, Venmo? Enjoy a Monster Margarita and join us for an epic Slapo de Mayo, Cinco de Mayo celebration. Friday, May 3rd at San Jose's original Mexican restaurant in Altamont Springs. Get more info at realradio.fm/slap.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
You got a service dog? Actually, he's a deals dog. Since I'm looking for a new car, I trained him to sniff out awesome rates, member discounts, and fast decisions. Cool, huh?
But you know Navy Federal Credit Union has all those things, right?
You're right. He's got the scent. Oh, wait. Nope. That's just the bacon in my pocket.
Apply for a Navy Federal Credit Union auto loan online, at a branch, or in our mobile app. Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission. Message and data rates may apply. Visit NavyFederal.org for more information.
Hey there, homeowners. Russ Rollins here. Are you tired of staring at a cold, unused pool? It's time to make a change. Spring is the perfect time to add solar heat to your pool and enjoy it year-round. Solar Source customers, they enjoy family time, nighttime pool parties, movie nights, birthdays, and even low-impact workouts. Don't let your pool be a monthly expense with no enjoyment. Schedule a free consultation from solarsource.com/monsters. Remember, friends of Russ Rollins save even more money.
Help keep our community safe and healthy during National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, April 27th. Find a collection site near you at deatakeback.com. Do your part to lower overdose deaths and prevent drug misuse before it starts.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
Moments like hearing my cat purr good morning mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that is spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib. Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
In this week's Marketers Report, we hear about the importance of local radio from Allison Griffin, head of marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Broadcasting live from the injury law firm of Kaufman and Lind Studios. Why Kaufman and Lind? Because your case matters. Contact them at whenyounitus.com or dial #546 on your cell phone. This is WTKS FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. Listen on your free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
A place that anyone can bro out, even Sabrina. This is the news.
You see the story that I just sent you guys to our thread.
Very confusing.
The guy that's he just wanted to cook some meat, trying to mind his own business.
Mind you, speaking of meat, right before I sent you, or you sent that to us, I had sent in an update on
the chili,
the most extravagant meat that I've ever tried, and apparently it was beaver.
Oh,
beaver meat.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be a joke.
I wasn't making a joke out of it.
But I think everyone's thinking that I'm
not
making
saying
a joke.
anything jokey about the fact that you ate the beaver meat.
Yeah, apparently not the first time.
So there's a guy.
There's the joke.
I put this on See It Now. It's a little visual thing, so I put it on See It Now on the newsjunkie.com. Just go to the News Junkie, click See It Now, and you'll see a man arrested in Santa Monica over the weekend after he was seen using a shopping cart and a sword to barbecue in the middle of the street.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I said. The guy he has his fire built. They said he's had a picture that said he had a bottle of barbecue sauce with him. Video from the Citizen app,
Not
which
a spatula.
I have not heard in a while. Captured the wild scene, happened before 3 p.m. on Sunday along Ocean Avenue. The man is seen dragging a shopping cart through the bike lane. You can see this on See It Now. The main
It was on
compartment.
Ocean Avenue?
Yes. And
Makes me want to make a parody song.
The main compartment of the cart is filled with flaming wood, while the man uses a sword as a skewer to hold meat over the flames. He's facing misdemeanor charges of theft for having the shopping cart because he had to steal it.
That's so lame.
Boo. They charged him with having the shopping cart because it's stolen.
But it was fine with the sword.
Reckless. That's actually good news for the man. He's not getting the weapons charge, it says. Reckless burning because of the open flames and resisting arrest. But an official with the Santa Monica Police Department told Fox 11 while the man was seen with a sword, because that sword was being used as a meat skewer, he would likely not face weapon charges.
A place called Ocean Avenue where I had some shopping cart barbecue.
Nice.
That's all I got.
All right.
Thank you.
And now
I worked on that.
Now it sounds like a loophole. If you want to have a sword, you just have to have it skewering meat at all times.
There you go.
No weapons charge. Boom. Phase 3, profit.
And delicious.
Over to your dispatches. You send them in on the newsjunkie.com. Go to the News Junkie, log in, hit record on your first dispatch today. We have one from people still chiming on loud cars.
Perfect.
Here's Unexplained Bacon with a dispatch.
What up, everybody? But
Yo.
the News Junkie. Guitar Slingers Ride, you can't change the exhaust, all those loud coffee can exhaust and the backfiring, that's illegal. Like, I have a 68 Vet with original side pipes that you can't drive through a parking lot without setting off car alarms.
What's wrong with the
legal.
side pipes? You got something against side pipes?
Oh, 64 Corvette.
Everybody who has chimed in on loud cars has also had either some sort of loud car or been some sort of gear aficionado.
Right.
Gearhead sounds like a derogatory term, but it's a thing. Over to Mad King with a dispatch.
Junkies, the Mad King here.
Awesome.
Doing a great job on the show today since Shawn isn't there.
want to talk advertising with you guys. I know you're not in charge of it. But
Yeah, it's
I
something's
really
wrong.
wish we could.
I think that's an Android problem that Shawn has been looking into.
iPhones don't do that. So interesting.
Yeah, iPhones are
Seychelles.
Yep, that's how you Beetlejuice Seychelles to show up. He's a hello, the news junkie. He'll
Beautiful
be here
Sabrina.
any moment now. Here's I'm a PC.
Hey, Celine, you were talking about fish and wildlife and different measurements and all the stuff like that. I was at the jetty at Cocoa, and somebody snitched on a guy who had a snook fish that was live lined, which is off the pier. He had it in the water, but it was hooked.
Right.
Or it was like tied onto the pier. He got a $300 ticket because he took the snook out of season, and the only reason he still had all of his equipment was because he did not kill the snook yet. If he had killed it and put it in his cooler, he would have gotten a bigger ticket, potentially jail.
$300.
Damn.
For being out of snook season.
That's sad.
Yeah, but I mean,
But it was delicious.
That's one of the things that I just would feel very, very stupid about if you tried to ask me any sort of fishing questions. I don't know which one is a
I
snook.
caught a bonita once.
A bonita?
Yeah.
Where'd you do that?
It was like a camp that I went to, and one of the days we went onto a boat into the ocean, and it was like my little brother, his line actually got around an actual sailfish, and then the guys who ran the boat were like, "Move over, tiny boy," and they reeled it in. But I had gotten bonita that day.
Good for you.
It's so interesting though. It's like you invite all these kids, that's their field trip, but every bit of the fish that are caught goes to the people running the boat, which seems a little unfair.
Free child labor.
That's sort of like I did a fishing excursion off Key West one time that it was similar to that. They kept most of the fish, or you could have them like fillet it for you. I didn't catch a damn thing on that trip, and there was one time where my parents, I think this is one of those like, oh, your dog went off to be, to live on a farm kind of deals.
Okay.
Because I caught a fish when we were on like a family trip, and I wanted to keep it because I wanted to make it into a fillet of fish. That was my experience.
Give me that fillet of fish.
My knowledge of fish, as far as a culinary delicacy, was the McDonald's Filet-O-Fish sandwich, of which I was a huge fan of.
It's a good sandwich.
Did you not eat fish sticks growing up?
I ate some fish sticks too.
Oh, that was like a go-to in the Ambra household, was fish sticks.
I can't remember the last time I think I've had a fish stick, but that
if you cooked it poorly, the skin came off and it was just like a slab of gross fish.
Floppy.
Weren't they like microwaved anyway?
Sure.
Better in the oven.
But the breading came right off.
But yeah, my parents are like, well, we'll put it in the freezer. We'll make the thing, and then we never talked about it again. And I was like, you guys threw that fish back, didn't you? Looking back on it,
I could have eaten that, Mom.
That could have been my Filet-O-Fish.
Sorry that didn't happen.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Now I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one on the way home today. There's a woman going viral on TikTok, Diana Martinez, 28 years old. She has revolutionized the breakup, I think.
Cool.
Is what they're saying. It's not so much the act of breaking up with somebody, but the awkward telling of your friends of the breakup story. It says, announcing a breakup to friends, family, colleagues, and casual acquaintances can almost be as stressful as the end of the relationship itself, but Diana Martinez, 28 years old, went viral after creating a flyer announcement announcing her split from her partner of 6 years, which she sent to a group chat.
So embarrassing.
With her close, she sent it to like a group chat of all her friends, and it's like an infographic, like if you could see right there.
Okay, got it.
And it says, attention, we broke up. Here's my FAQ. It happened on Wednesday. Yes, it's his fault. No, we are never, ever, ever getting back together.
Taylor Swift.
Yep. I require 2 to 3 weeks for any further questions. You don't have to block him. I'm indifferent. And that's it. And that's how all of her friends found out about this relationship ending.
I did something very similar when I lost my virginity.
What?
Swear.
What?
When I lost my virginity, I sent a group chat. I'm like, alert, this is not a test. It has actually happened. Sabrina lost her virginity. I did not have the FAQs, though. I wish I would have.
Please respect my privacy during this difficult time.
You didn't require them to wait 2 to 3 weeks to ask any further questions?
Just the following morning.
How many people were on this group chat?
It was definitely the group from my high school. Like my best friends from high school, so it was like 6 of us.
I don't even know if I had group chats at the time.
It was just like the mass text that I sent. I think we did have group chats, but it didn't work like group chats.
It didn't
work
look.
now.
Yeah, okay. It didn't look like the iPhone did.
Yeah. Remember those days? God.
Boy, do I.
I remember when I lost mine, and I was going to tell my friend Brian. So I met up with him for lunch, and I was like, "How's it
You just
going?"
proposed a lunch date.
It was just like it's something we would have done.
I have some gentlemanly things to discuss.
It's something we would have done. Like let's hang out, let's grab a drink, because I was 21, as most people know.
Right.
And and so we meet up, and I have like this banger of a news for Brian, and we get there, and I go, "How's it going?" He goes, "Real bad. My car just got repoed."
Okay.
I was like,
how did you get here, man?
I think
that's a good question.
I think he walked because he lived downtown at the time. But I was like, I felt so bad because he had this like sob story about losing his car and the repo man coming to take it and all this stuff. And I was like, I hate to parade on your reign, but I had sex last night.
All right.
So sorry to hear about that with Brian. We got more coming up, including there's a new name for Gen Z people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
perfect.
They have. Is Josh typically considered Gen Z?
No.
No? Which generation are you?
You're a baby millennial.
Baby.
But you must be the cusp, right?
No, a few years younger than me is the cusp,
Wow.
if you can believe that.
I can't believe it. And
You're like the youngest person I know. I don't see how that works.
Other than your
but he's
son,
an old
maybe?
spirit.
Yeah.
And you also won't believe what a woman tried to board a flight with, and it leaves you wondering, what were you thinking, lady? All that and so much more coming up on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on X at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's an earlier accident still causing a bit of delays on Bronson Memorial Highway westbound at Orrin Brown Road, and authorities are still working on that accident on Colonial Drive westbound at Ferguson Drive. There's slowdowns on John Young Parkway due to an accident between Columbia Street and Holden Avenue. If you see any traffic troubles, please call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Bank of America. Bank of America has powerful digital solutions for local and global businesses, so you can make every move matter. Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America N.A. Copyright 2024.
All right, folks, my friends at Maxine's on Shine are here to make your week even better with Maxine's Mind Boggler. Big congratulations to last week's winner, Eric. Now, the first person to answer this question correctly wins a $25 gift card to Maxine's on Shine. Here is your question. A tray of American, Chinese, or Hawaiian food consisting of an assortment of small meat and seafood appetizers is called what? A tray of American, Chinese, or Hawaiian food consisting of an assortment of small meat and seafood appetizers is called what? If you know the answer, email me, Sabrina at realradio.fm. First person to answer correctly wins a $25 gift card. If you don't win today's question, well, don't worry. You got a shot every single week. Plus, you're going to feel like a winner every time you visit Maxine's on Shine. Voted best downtown Orlando restaurant 3 years in a row. Diverse, comfortable, and delicious with a splash of sexiness. So, with more information and locations, perhaps you want to book a reservation. Go to maxinesonshine.com.
At International Diamond Center, their diamonds don't just sparkle, they come to life.
The diamond doesn't smile at you, don't buy it. The diamond's got to talk to you.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire says the reason his diamonds have this magical quality is because every diamond at IDC has passed through the highest possible quality control standards and chosen for maximum beauty.
You're seeing the brilliance and the scintillation. There's no obstruction in that diamond. There's no internal graining. There's no clouds. An IDC diamond is better because, pure and simple, we put the time, the effort, effort of selecting only the best. Every dime is going to be handpicked by us. We're looking for nothing but the top percent.
So there's never any cutting corners, no compromising, no settling for an okay diamond.
Let's be critical. Let's pick the best and deliver the best we can. We do all the hard work in the beginning.
Is that diamond you're about to buy just okay, or does it speak to you? Come to IDC and listen before you buy.
Anybody that sees it on her hand, they're going to be on, where'd you get that diamond?
International Diamond Center, 4 Orlando locations.
Hey homeowners, Russ Rollins here to talk to you about something serious, your power bill. Last summer was tough, but this year could be even worse. So don't wait until the last minute to get protection and savings from solar power and backup power. Solar Source has a new pay-as-you-go solar package that lets you start with an affordable base system and add solar panels over time. Plus, their pay-as-you-go battery backup is awesome, and it lets you add critical backup power as you go. Schedule a free consultation at solarsource.com/monsters. Get ready for a stress-free summer.
ePass saves you time and money on tolls. Plus, the sticker's free. Facts that Jen here didn't know.
Hey man, why are you dragging me into this?
Because you could be saving on tolls with a free ePass sticker.
Okay, I'll do it when I get home and maybe I'll win that $100 in free tolls.
Wait, what?
You didn't know that, Mr. Big Voice Guy? One person today, now through May 5th, will win $100 in tolls. Just sign up for a free ePass sticker at getepass.com.
See getepass.com for official rules and details.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
When you call me for an injury case, you don't pay a dime unless we win. The call and the advice are always free. Injured on the go, just call Mo. 866-CALL-MO. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorneys.
The number one cause of accidents is distracted driving, like cell phones, eating, and playing with the radio. So leave it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com. Mo DeWitt, Orlando's injury attorney.
With 3 generations and over 45 years of Florida experience, Handyman Roofing knows storms and hurricanes. We know how to evaluate storm-damaged roofs and not cause more damage. Handyman Roofing has the expertise to get your roof done. Plus, easy financing in case your insurance company is dragging its feet. With multiple emergency response teams ready, Handyman Roofing will be by your side now when you need it the most.
Knows how to get things done. Count on Handyman Roofing to get it done. Handyman Roofing to get it done.
The free iHeartRadio app has over 100 commercial-free stations waiting for you to explore right now, like One Hit Wonders Radio. The greatest one-hit wonders of all time. Ones you definitely remember. And ones that'll make you say, oh yeah. Just open the free iHeartRadio app, search One Hit Wonders, and listen now, commercial free. free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, bank, B-A-N-K, bank. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Mainlining today's top stories. You're listening to the News Junkie.
It is myself, Sabrina, C-Lane, and Josh holding down the fort, taking the reins for just a little bit as Shawn is off today. And with that, I apologize one more time because that was not what I set up, but here we
fine.
go.
It's okay if you like the Whitesnake track.
When you play that song, you just hope that Courtney and Shawn will kiss in front of all of us. And the fact that they weren't there makes me a little sad.
A little bit.
And triggered. Speaking of triggering, can you play some dispatches while we set up the next story?
I got a lot of people want to talk about
the damn loud car.
Horse meat. No.
Oh, okay,
I think we're finally past loud cars.
I got side pipes.
But here's my cousin Mose with a dispatch about horse meat. Hold on, I'm gonna take that back.
People.
Hey guys, the secret to making horse meat is cutting bits of the horse off one at a time. And my cousin, he actually invented a device that allows you to obtain 6 regular size hamburgers or 12 sliders from a horse without killing the animal. Anyway, Happy New Year, junkies.
What movie is that from?
From The Office.
Oh,
the Dwight quote. Here is Man Kicking with a dispatch.
I don't know why you guys got to keep crapping all over Androids. The system sounded fine for a good year.
Right.
Until they had to update it for the iPhones. Yeah. Wiggle, pop, pop. You guys are doing a great.
Hold on.
You guys are doing it good.
How dare I cut the man off while he's trying to tell us what a great job we're doing. Well, thank you, Man Kicking, for your dispatch. Your dispatch could be next. You can join the show by going to thenewsjunkie.com and recording a dispatch just like Pollo Blanco.
There's a place off Ocean Avenue where we used to have barbecue. I was so hungry and it wasn't right. Give me my sword and I will cook all night.
Good job, Pollo Blanco. I liked it.
I think they're going to be playing at the when we were young fest.
Yellow Card
this year. Yeah,
Yellow Card.
And Yellow Card has a Central Florida tie-in. I believe we all know the sister of the violinist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
nice lady.
We're cool.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yeah, we're in.
We probably won't be in.
Well,
he'd be like, who? Where?
I saw them.
What? Sister of who?
I saw them in the same round of concerts that infamous Maroon 5 video came from, the one where I was in the
screaming
along
your
to
heart out.
She Will Be Loved. They did the Hard Rock Live series that they were taping for
I can't
MTV.
believe you made that video, man. Every day.
That was a great time, and they
he
wanted
didn't expose his nipples.
They wanted to fill the place so that it would look cool on TV. So every one of those concerts, all the tickets were like $10 to $15.
You know, it's I just think about the girl who was standing right behind you. She signed the waiver thinking she was going to be on the big.
She should have been cooler, you know.
But you stood right in front of her with
known
your
the words.
6'7" ass.
She should have known the words to "She Will Be Loved" a little better than I did because I knew them perfectly. And I had a really great Chappelle Show T-shirt on.
Yes, you did.
That had.
I'm surprised they didn't blur that out.
Him dressed up like the pimp from the Pimp Chronicles or whatever that skit was called. Buck Nasty. I got to go home and put water in Buck Nasty's mama's dish.
C-Lane, please grab that audio of yourself. Thank you.
Okay.
Speaking of things that we love, let's talk a little bit about crime.
Crime.
I love crime.
And this
Why do you love crime? It's a weird thing to love.
Woman was a United Airlines passenger, and she was caught green-handed trying to get some of that into the Memphis airport. Airport police discovered the drugs in the unnamed 21-year-old's luggage.
What is that, illegal?
Well, riddle me this. How about 56 pounds of marijuana?
Oh, my gosh. Where do you put 56? I mean,
well, first of all, that's over the limit.
Yeah,
so
you had to pay extra.
If you want to get caught, do like 6 pounds over the actual limit. But she was...
man, I'll tell you, it'd be a real son of a bitch if, you know how sometimes when you're over the limit in one piece of luggage, you play that game where you like open all your luggage
Had to do that.
and move stuff. You've done this? You move shirts and pants from one bag to the other so that all of them are under the weight limit?
I have stuff to carry on bag to the point where, like, if I open this in the plane, all the things will burst out.
I mean...
Well, of course, you put them on. You can put on 4 different coats.
Yeah, but you
They
can't...
don't weigh you.
You can't wear 6 pounds of weed.
No, or 56 pounds of weed.
She was 6 over. I mean, it would be... she opens it up, like, sorry, guys, if this smells a little bit, I just got to move 6 of my pounds of weed to the other luggage.
So, actually, she got busted because the actual luggage busted open with having so much marijuana in it.
Yeah.
The United States Airlines bag cart had revealed it. Then she gave airport police permission to search her bags. According to the Shelby County jail records, she is now out on a $5,000 bond. And then as far as everybody knows, 56 pounds of weed goes for somewhere between what, Josh and C-Lane? 56 pounds
56 pounds
of that dank goodness over in Memphis.
$200,000.
All right. That's a guess.
$199,000.
Both of you are technically right. $170,000 to $342,000.
No, we were both within the range.
But she was out by what I guess is just 1 pound of marijuana at a $5,000 bond. A woman, I guess this is women in the news that are doing things they shouldn't.
Yeah.
News segment that'll never happen again.
I think it will.
Author Sherry Wild is making some wild claims. Said that she was abducted by aliens from another dimension, taken on their spaceship, where they stole her eggs.
Okay, her eggs, like her.
No,
making
see,
babies'
like her
eggs.
chicken eggs that she happened to have in her purse.
She might have stolen. Yeah, she might have like a dozen that she bought from the market.
Now, according to Wild, she spent most of her life communicating with aliens, as one does. Only recalled the memories of this alien abduction after the help of hypnotists 20 years after the incident actually occurred. Her story has been brought back to the public eye only recently when a talk she gave in 2015 has resurfaced. Maybe you can find it, Z-Lane, to play this craziness for everybody else. Sherry Wild with an E.
Wild with an E.
Says in the discussion she was 17 when she was driving and her car stalled in the middle of the road.
I got nothing for this. Did she write a book?
I
think so.
Okay, this sounds like
Sherry Wild alien egg stealing. See if that has
aliens egg stealing.
It was there that Wild says she saw not one but 4 aliens standing in the road 2 hours later, and she was at a friend's home with no recollection of how she got there or what happened in them, but she's like, I feel lighter in my ovaries.
I don't have a video of her, but there's a picture here, and she looks
Does she look like that?
She looks a little crazy, but she looks specifically like if she were if they were spoofing her on SNL, like a Sherry O'Terry kind of character.
Remember what a boof was, right?
Yeah,
it's way different than a spoof.
Not only do I remember what a boof was, but you've already reminded us what it is on this very show today.
It is my favorite word of 2024, even though it's existed for a long time. Anyways,
where did we potentially see that happening? Was like a video?
It was the rave.
Yeah, the rave video. Was it EDC?
Town. Yep, and it was it was a gal getting boofed, and it was in the middle of the dance floor, which was also very wild. But everyone around her seemed nonchalant, just like Sherry Wild, who got her egg stolen by aliens 20 years ago.
I know people who have dabbled, but
in the booth.
Yeah,
and?
I don't get it.
I don't. I just don't think it's safe for anybody.
I haven't. Josh, have you?
No.
Okay. So I shouldn't. You're saying I shouldn't
nervous.
judge.
I would be so nervous for the first booth that nothing would be able to go through because I was just.
I would be nervous that something would come out.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, if you've got a fart build up, then that's a waste of drugs.
You probably shouldn't be doing the boofing.
Nope, no boofing. Anyways, this gal got her egg stolen by aliens, and
Sorry,
there you
Sherry.
have it. A woman was also busted for bothering neighbors about threesome.
About bothering, like trying to get them to have a threesome?
She was hoping to engage in a threesome with the neighbor and his girlfriend, but now she's in big trouble after allegedly barging into the actual home last week. Officers were told that the woman forced her way into the residence, attempting to initiate certain adult activities that include what the French say, a ménage à trois, with a baguette, oui, oui.
It's weird because you say what the French
baguette,
say.
by the way.
Yeah, you say what the French say, and all in my head, all I said was les incompetents. That's
Which means what?
I don't know. It's what
The incompetent.
Oh.
Yeah, it's from Home Alone.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got
Kevin, you're what the French call les incompetents.
Wolf. She's a fox. Right?
She wasn't a fox.
Okay.
Another such hits
your
as
girlfriend.
That's why it was the wolf.
Oh no, I can't believe I am home alone. Somebody help me.
I'm in New York. I'm not good at movie quoting.
I guess I am home alone too, lost in New York.
Anyways, Shadana was by a Circle K where she was arrested on multiple charges. She faces unauthorized entry of an inhabited dwelling, disturbing the peace, and currently in custody at the local parish jail, still awaiting that sexy threesome with her neighbors. When we come back, time do be a flying when we're having a great time, huh?
Yeah.
So we're going to get to your final dispatches, the stories that didn't make the cut, and of course, today I learned. So send those final dispatches now by going to thenewsjunkie.com, and we will be back. You're listening to The News Junkie.
Real Radio is The Jim Colbert Show.
Coming up this Monday on The Jim Colbert Show, Deb is back and she'll have the news for us. We'll get a sports update from our friend Brandon Kravitz. Ray Trindley from TK Law will join us. Plus, all week long, we'll have tickets to see Dave Matthews Band in Tampa. Plus, 4 shots at winning $1,000.
The Jim Colbert Show. Today at 3 p.m. on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Monday forecast. And for the rest of today, we'll plan for increasing sunshine and really pleasant temperatures. Winds will be a bit on the breezy side with gusts as high as around 20 miles per hour. The high temperatures will only make it into the mid to upper 70s with a high of 78 degrees for Orlando. We do climb into the low 80s tomorrow and will eventually make it into the mid 80s by the end of this week and into the weekend. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Fresh from Florida.
Hey guys, Chef Justin with Fresh from Florida here, reminding you that from blueberry pancakes to blueberry smoothies, almost everything is better with Florida blueberries. In season now, look for Fresh from Florida blueberries at your local grocery store.
In this week's Marketers Report, Dana Nussbaum, Executive Vice President, Worldwide Marketing at Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on regional audio marketing.
Although we're marketing at a very broad scale, it does include specific local markets, and that's the beauty of iHeart's network.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
To me, the most important word in the world is dignity. There are certain God-given rights to be fed, to have shelter, medicine, and clothing. When many of our clients come to us, they face the great risk of losing much of what they have. In some cases, losing everything. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. In one instant, an accident, a natural disaster, or the intentional acts of others can threaten our dignity. Whether it's the loss of a paycheck, paying medical bills, enduring a life of pain and suffering, or a claim with your own insurance company, or a business dispute, and you can't afford to pay a lawyer by the hour, your dignity hangs in the balance. You only pay us if we recover for you. Let my firm fight for you, your family, and your dignity. Call us for a free consultation. Dial pound law on your cell phone. That's pound 529. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Looking for more than just a job? If you're mechanically inclined, an auto mechanic, certified welder, machinist, or a CDL driver with a strong work ethic, Ring Power, your North and Central Florida Caterpillar dealer, is the place. Whether you're beginning a career or making a change, Ring Power has apprenticeship and paid training for qualified candidates to help become skilled technicians. Join us at our Orlando facility career fair on Saturday, April 27th, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. For more information or to pre-register, visit jobfair.ringpower.com/Orlando. Join a winning team. Join Ring Power.
Moments like making my kids my famous meatballs mean a lot to me. But after being diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, or MBC, which is breast cancer that has spread to other parts of the body, they mean even more. I take Ibrance, palbociclib.
Ibrance 125 milligram tablets with an aromatase inhibitor is for adults with HR-positive, HER2-negative MBC as the first hormonal-based therapy. Ask your doctor about Ibrance and visit Ibrance.com. Ibrance may cause low white blood cell counts that may lead to serious infections. Ibrance may cause severe inflammation of the lungs. Both of these can lead to death. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including trouble breathing, shortness of breath, cough, or chest pain. Before taking Ibrance, tell your doctor if you have fever, chills, or other signs of infection, liver or kidney problems, are or plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding. Common side effects include low red blood cell and low platelet counts, infections, tiredness, nausea, sore mouth, abnormalities in liver blood tests, diarrhea, hair thinning or loss, vomiting, rash, and loss of appetite.
GiveMeTheVin.com is paying top dollar for your car, truck, sports car, exotic. I told my buyers, let's get them bought. Right now is the time to go.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war in term life. Industry rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call for a free quote today. 800-200-2250. That's 800-200-2250. Don't wait. Call 800-200-2250. 800-200-2250. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office, Orlando.
Don't let spring allergies make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution trusted by over 4 million people. Navage. Only Navage uses suction to flush out your sinuses using refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at your local Sam's Club in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better immediately at Sam's guaranteed best price. Navage. N-A-V-A-G-E. Breathe easy.
At Rasmussen University, we offer 50-plus programs from health sciences to business to nursing, online and on campus. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Preparing you
For the impending robot uprising.
This is the News Junkie.
Play that whole word.
This is La Bamba, right?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure it's going to drop any second now, but we don't have time for that. Or do we?
This story here sounds like the beginning of a like a movie, like a sci-fi thriller.
Ooh.
But
Tell me more.
we were talking a little bit about the lady that was abducted by the aliens and they stole all her eggs. This is alien in nature, I think. This could be this is the beginning of one of those like either outbreak movies or something like that.
Did you guys watch Fallout? Yeah.
Yes, I finished it. It was
so good.
Fantastic.
No spoilers, please.
Absolutely. What are you waiting for?
I'm 1.5 episodes in. I fell asleep.
Did you play the game? Because you're Xbox,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Is it as so? You know,
The
I
games
watched
are
the
fun.
show before the game, which is the opposite of The Last of Us. I played the game like many times before the show came out, but it's not like a storyline, right?
No, I mean, the game's
like
open
Zelda?
world. There's like a loose storyline you follow, but the show kind of created their own storyline, which was cool. 'Cause
So
when
it's
they
not like Last of Us where it follows more along
That's
the
it.
game's like natural kind of narrative.
Because that one's very linear storytelling. This is more like kind of go at your own pace, and the universe is so big, it's easier just to create a new one for the TV show.
Well, that was a fantastic show.
I loved
it. The guy that plays he was in Righteous Gemstones as Baby Billy.
Walton Goggins.
Oh my gosh, he did incredible, and it was weird to see him not as Baby Billy.
Yes,
Uncle Baby Billy.
He is I think breakout role for him because I think he's a fantastic actor. I really want to
How
know.
did they do it?
Yes, I want to know how they did the thing with him not having a nose.
It has to be- I mean, yes, but because
they
I was
just
thinking
painted
about
his
like,
nose green every day.
that, or was like a little piece, and then that's a bitch in editing and
Yeah.
post rather. But the way that like the angles that they hit it, that there was no way that it was like makeup, right? Like some sort of prosthetic that elongated his face to make it look like he didn't have a nose. That's not a spoiler. That's in
Right.
the trailer.
Imagine they have that effect for that guy, that actor, and the effects guy's like, "All right, yeah, I got it. Got his first scene in there. Took his nose out." They're like, "All right, well, there's a whole other sect of people that are also not going to have noses, and we need you to do that to everybody." I'd be
damn
like,
it.
"Ugh."
And then there's like a whole uproar because people without noses in real life are like, "Why didn't you hire us to do it?"
I would be.
I've been waiting for
I
this
wouldn't be
role.
surprised. Wouldn't be surprised.
We'll never smell
Are they
flowers.
SAG members?
Gosh, I saw a guy on Instagram this morning who like
No nose.
actually had a hole in his face.
Okay.
That he had some little prosthetic that like magnets on, and he still looks really ugly with it on. But without it, it's his face is just open, and it looks like the guy, except a lot worse. It looks like Uncle Baby Billy in Fallout, and it's hideous,
a ghoul.
But
What were
I
you saying?
digress.
Sorry.
No.
Little tangent.
It's fine
I'm
because
just talking about how ugly this noseless guy is.
Yeah. Crew members aboard the International Space Station have uncovered a drug-resistant bacteria, and they have no clue how it got there.
Ooh.
But they found it was stronger than bacteria at home. Aliens.
I don't like
Strong-
that.
So please don't bring it back. There's a suggestion.
That's what they want to do. They want to bring it
It's a
back.
bad idea.
Researchers aboard the low orbit station confirmed the find, which could lead to further developments of stronger bacteria, which can resist treatment. The microgravity aboard the station has been tipped as a reason for its survival, but where it came from has puzzled the team, who has no recollection of the bacteria making it on board.
This is literally what Alien was about. I just watched the movie for the first time.
If I were a killer bacteria, the first thing that I would do is neuralize, remove the recollection
Right.
of the people who saw me come on board.
Second was see what boobs look like.
Yeah, a new study into Entobacter bugindensis nailed that. Has isolated
The old boogendensis.
bugindensis has isolated 13 strains of the species from the ISS and analyzed the changes to their growth when compared to associated strains on Earth. And it comes as NASA is urged to set up their own Starship Troopers wing as materials from Mars are shipped back to Earth, and they may house microbes and aliens in their cargo. So exactly like you're saying, like you're saying, not to bring it back. That's exactly what they're doing. They're having to like have a new like facility that they're going to bring all this stuff back to. That's supposed
is that
to
where
isolate
our tax
it.
dollars are going?
Oh,
Yes.
among the many things that our tax dollars are rightly spent on. Democratic Congresswoman Donna Shalala and Susan Brooks, a former U.S. attorney and Republican congresswoman, released a statement warning the space body to take caution when returning the Martian minerals, saying, quote, "Space exploration provides some of the greatest challenges and opportunities of our time. But as we venture further into the unknown, we also expose ourselves to new and previously unforeseen dangers." So you said this is the plot of Alien? I never saw Alien.
I never did until like what 2-3 weeks ago. Great, it's a great film.
Holds up.
Really does. Held up, and I watched Aliens 2,
Electric Boogaloo.
and it was pretty good too.
I want to
Sabrina's
say,
review.
I think I would have seen Alien versus Predator, but I definitely...
I made out during that entire, like, Alien versus Predator, whichever was when I was in 8th grade.
Look at you go.
That would have been, what, 2002?
Yeah.
And,
right.
met up with my 8th grade boyfriend, and we spent the entirety of the movie making out.
Just don't even know the plot of the movie. We're just too busy.
I know there was aliens, I know there was Predator, and a lot of tongue.
Playing tonsil hockey.
Oh, yeah.
Sucking face.
All day.
There is a
Obviously
news story.
not that good, considering my lifestyle choices.
So it is a choice.
No.
So there's a story out right now saying that there's a new name for these Gen Z kids, and that is the tool belt generation. So if you are Gen Z, you are a member of the tool belt generation. Does anybody care to guess why?
Well, I don't know. They're not using tools, obviously.
Plenty of them are using tools.
Like what?
Like
not hammers, not wrenches.
Yeah, hammers and all of that stuff.
All of that thing.
They say that the tool belt generation is ditching college and just going into like the workforce. They're just saying like, give me a vocational school. Cy Kirby dreaded the thought of going to college after graduating from high school. A 4-year degree just wasn't in the cards for him or for his bank account. Says, I was facing a lot of pressure for a guy that knew for a fact he wasn't going to college. I wasn't going to sit in a classroom, especially if I had to pay for it. So at the age of 19, he took a job at a local water department, and the position helped him to develop skills that helped him start his own construction company. So they're saying, screw the 4-year degree, which technically I said that because I never got the 4-year degree. You both got 4-year degrees, right?
Yes. I mean,
you got a radio degree,
it was more
Sabrina.
of more of like a 5.
Oh, yeah?
Like a 4.5 to 5-year degree. But yes, I did. I don't physically have the paper, but I do have the leather-bound encasing for it once I get it.
The Valencia College will not recognize all 6 of the years that I spent attending classes there.
Oh.
Instead, I only have 2 of the 2-year degrees to show for it. But and then just
but 2 makes 4, and that should be a bachelor, right?
I think,
Van
but
Wilder over here.
Unfortunately, they say no. You just have 2 2-year degrees. You cannot combine them. Stories that didn't make the cut brought to you by me. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
What about us? We brought them too a little bit, I think.
Sabrina did instruct Josh to bring some of these to me.
It's true.
And thank you, Josh.
So
I've done the intern work.
He
today.
did a lot of paper passing.
It is
Thank you for that.
team effort. This guy got off really easy.
Hey.
Sia Tabazov.
What?
A federal judge has given no prison time to a San Francisco developer who admitted he spent 18 years bribing city officials to get his.
And they're just now catching him?
To get his developments kind of worked through the system.
Cool guy.
I got one that didn't make the cut. The night sky full of excitement this week. April's full moon and the Lyrids meteor shower will both happen this week, my friends.
Lyrids.
Lyrids.
Okay.
Lyrids.
Sure.
Also known as the pink moon. It's going to peak tomorrow, just like my pink moon. The meteor shower will also peak today. And NASA says the moon may outshine the meteor shower, so best viewing to get away from the city. And look up also Spica, the brightest star in the constellation Virgo, will be very bright. Hit it.
Cool.
Right.
And last but not least, they're
I think it's exciting.
they're redesigning. Virgo.
I'm making love under that meteor shower.
Okay, I'll try to do the same.
Cool.
Just find a.
I guess I will also
Babysitter.
try to.
Yeah. The Southwest Airlines is announcing that they're redesigning their seats because probably making them smaller, which tends to happen. But they're getting rid of something, and I'm like, I don't know why this has still been on airplanes because it probably starts a whole lot of fights.
Cigarette?
They're no cigarettes. That's been gone. They're removing the ability to recline your seat in what they've debuted as a more streamlined seat design.
Hell no, dude.
This follows a trend that's already been started by airlines like Delta, United, and American. Lighter seats that don't recline require fewer mechanical parts and probably going to start fewer drunken fights. Hey, guys,
Hey.
We did it.
Yay.
Thank you for coming in, Josh.
High five.
You
Thank
got
you,
it.
Josh.
Thank you.
Thank you to Moses DeWitt for letting us borrow
Thank you, Moses.
the kid here. And
the kid.
Yeah, well, he's the youngest guy in the room.
He is.
He's the boy to me.
Now get out of here.
Now we'll get out of here.
right.
Let's do Today I Learned.
All right.
Information may make you.
Wait for it. All right.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
Sure is a Today I Learned for Monday, April 22nd, 2024. And Today I Learned brought to you by nobody but us and our sweet sweethearts. Today I learned that this singer of this band right here.
Sex Pistols?
That is correct, C-Lane. You know your rock and roll from Breton. Well, the singer Sid Vicious got his name after a friend's hamster that was named Sid after Sid Barrett, who also bit him.
All right.
Punk rock. It was during that time.
He is a punk rock figure, but
Sure.
that's not a very punk rock story.
To get bit by a hamster?
No.
Okay. Then should I even explain?
No,
the
you
rest?
just you go.
Well, after he got bit, his comment was, Sid is really vicious. And he's like, I'm going to make a rock and roll band using that. That's my name. I'm Sid Vicious.
Nailed it.
Wow, I felt like Sid Vicious was in the room with us.
Where did Sabrina go, and why
Hey,
is
guys,
Sid
it's me
Vicious
again.
here?
It's me. Yeah, hey.
all right.
Where did
cool.
Sid go?
Blacked out there. What's the next Today I Learned?
Today I learned, I think we saw a video of this actually one time. If you have a fear of bridges, which many people do, including, I believe, my wife, you can hire a service where someone gets behind the wheel of your car and drives you across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, a 4.3-mile stretch in Maryland, known as one of the scariest bridges in the world. Why 4.3? There's a 7-mile bridge that goes down to the Keys.
Yeah,
why
well,
is
that's all they can handle,
Why is
man.
this
Come
one scarier?
I don't know.
According to the Kent Island Express website, drivers who are uncomfortable or nervous about crossing the bridge themselves should contact the company approximately an hour before they are set to arrive.
1 hour.
At which point they determine a spot to meet up, and an employee is in charge of doing the driving. They have that service from 5 a.m. to midnight. You still have to ride over it. Like, what's the point? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Someone else just drives you. It's nice.
Today I learned in 1986, the city of Cleveland, get those pops over there, they attempted to break a world record releasing the most helium balloons at one time and ended up killing 2 men.
Ooh, and that's the world record for most people killed during the world record attempt, I think.
Dave, well, 2
Oh,
world
good for them.
records, a little BOGO. And finally, this song right here.
Oh, Manic Monday.
Manic Monday is right, and it's by the Bangles.
I was having such a good day, and then you played this song.
And it was written by Prince under the pseudonym Christopher. Full circle. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. If you want to listen to the podcast, please download iHeartRadio or wherever you stream the podcast. These from Sabrina, C-Lane, and Josh, we love you. We'll